Okay, I can never resist going live. Like when that ticker is going on or when the TV is up and I have it on loop or whatever, and I see the eyes, I see the people coming in here. I'm like, I can't make them wait. So
Yeah.
welcome to the show tonight. This is Conspiracy Talks. It's also just the show that me and Anthony Graffio do when we're both available. I wasn't even planning on streaming today. We usually do our show tomorrow on Tuesday or on Wednesday, but beyond anything, beyond the morning live stream I did where I thought the news was crazy enough where they rescued that pilot, the strikes are coming now, and this is just being announced next to the Easter Bunny. We're about to enter a new realm of escalation. Your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, it seems like Trump is going to go nuclear. No
Yes.
no pun intended. That's where it seems like he's going. I did just see though, and I sent it to your DM. Al Jazeera just said that Trump is actually saying that he might give them more time,
Well,
depending
that means the
on.
attack is imminent or has already started. Isn't that what we've learned throughout this
Yeah,
whole
pretty
process?
much, pretty much, pretty
So,
much.
like for me, if you're gonna be someone that supports all this, and I don't mean to pontificate too much, we're gonna do like a 10, 20 minute here, and then I have quite the presentation today. And a lot of the times, here's the thing. I get a little strapped, I get a little goofy, and I have to find stories to make things fit. We could talk for 5 hours if we needed to today. Like they
Easily.
went full mask off, full empire. And this is the thing that at least like I respect this from Lindsey Graham now. Like I've come full circle from just hating him completely now being like, okay, this is our honest enemy, right? Like this is an honest enemy that's like, we're going to destroy them. We want World War III. We compare it to World War II. This is just our setup, our protocol. The people that are out there that promote the war, but at the same time say, oh, he's negotiating. He's negotiating. I don't know what's wrong with those people. I've been seeing that. Have you been seeing that?
Oh yeah, so much, dude. People are falling for this at every single stop, bro. That they fall for this whole entire ideology of that we need to go over there and be patriots. I made a video about this about patriotism that America right now is drunk off of patriotism because
Right.
and it's not real patriotism because patriotism means standing for your homeland,
Dude,
not fighting a foreign war.
well, they're told that it's patriotism in the same way that liquid mercury is the same as milk. If someone tells you that, and you have a gun to your head, so you have to believe it. But
Yeah.
it's literally Trump worship. That's
Yes.
literally what it is. And I want to get into this a little bit in the second hour. You being like learning, evolved, like moving past Q and realizing that was all a scam. I'm seeing these people, the most passionate people that attack my dad, for example. We've got a 10-minute clip of my dad that I want to start off the show with after the initial Trump announcements. It's really powerful. But these people come after my dad and they talk about the Q drops. They're talking about the Q drops, but this is mainstream. This is hundreds of thousands of views, thousands of likes. Everywhere I look now, I'm seeing Q-tard propaganda.
It's boomers, man. It's boomers. Boomers are the only ones that are still in the queue thing. Like even
Oh,
like even like the ones that were still holding out, like some of my friends, some people that I'm still connected to, I'm real friendly with because I want to be there to guide them out of it. You know what I mean? Like make them
sure.
realize this is a psyop. And they're finally having that moment. Like I think as soon as they saw that this Iran war and all this was really unfolding, like things that I were telling them, because really like what got me off of Q is during the 12-day war. During the
Right.
12-day war, I saw a Q drop that came out that was talking about Iran next. We're going to free Iran and all this stuff. And all the Q people were getting him on board with that of like, oh no, we need a regime change in Iran. Like, and this is the 12-day war. Like this is before
Right.
we even got into this period of the war. Like when it all just started to boil over and bubble. But I saw people saying like, oh, we need a regime change in Iran. We need this, we need that. And it's like the more that I studied, because dude, I was deep into Q. I studied every drop. Like I really got tricked by it, you know? And people that are probably still in it are like, oh my God, this shill, he's talking to Alex Jones's son, and oh, like he's going against the movement and trusting the plan or whatever. But in reality, Q is actually a Mossad operation.
Sure.
And that's really what it comes down to. And they call your dad Mossad, which is the funniest thing, but it's like it's that double speak, you
Every
know?
every accusation is a total confession, and you think
Boom.
about how entitled Americans are, right? Like there are thousands of people, millions of people, if you look at the grand scheme of what we've done in the Middle East, that are just they have no life because of what we've done to them. And then We stood over here in our fatness, watching Disney Plus, getting the DoorDash, doing the whatever. And the people that we have to convince are the people that just support this war out of blind ignorance that are living in that state. But ultimately, you come to them and you tell them about what's going on. You tell them about what's happening, Anthony, and their thought process and their mind, them waking up, having to be like patient with them and just like having to show them the world. It's very what's the word I'm looking for here? It's very embarrassing for just our country and our society that we just have such weak people walking around. And weakness doesn't mean physical strength. That's not what we're talking about here. It's a weakness of the mind to not even know the basic facts about how the world works and how it functions. See,
Yeah.
see that
Yeah.
doesn't matter. Like this could be,
Yeah.
in shape, someone that looks good, someone that's successful. They'll have like the most moronic ideas, and they're proud.
Yeah, and I think that's because like America is just one big psychological operation. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
everything that we know is propaganda. So it's all we know is propaganda. And that's like back to this fake patriotism. It's like,
Yes.
oh, if you're not standing with the Iran war, you're not a patriot, you're a traitor. Like you don't care about our military. It's like, motherfucker, I care more about our military not going to die
Right.
for Israel. Like, what are you
Right.
talking about? A patriot is someone that cares about their homeland. I don't give a
Yes.
fuck about foreign wars, dude. I'm done with foreign wars. We've done this. We've done this.
Right.
But Trump is shown that he is Bush 2.0, and every single one of his followers that got fed this lie is now a neocon. Okay? I'll
Sure.
never be a fucking neocon, dude. And I know
Right.
you won't either.
No, absolutely. And like that's literally what all this comes down to. The stuff that's happening right now is the stuff that we've talked about literally my entire life, right? About the neocons, about the warmongers, about the people, the foreign interests that want to sell America out, the capital interests that want to sell America out. All of that is literally here writ large in this war in your face. And we have these people who come out and say, oh, like we hate the wars in the Middle East, like a cat turd, like a Gunther Eagleman. You can look at all the selections of tweets. But as soon as the cult orders come down from the cult leader, from the dear leader, it's all over. That's
Yep.
all she wrote. Your closing thoughts, and then we'll get into the presentation. We got a ton.
Yeah, well, it's interesting that you talk about like this cultish behavior within inside of MAGA because I remember people like Cat Turds and other that were all protecting Pam Bondi, saying she was doing a great job. But as soon as the king was done with her and she got thrown to the wolves, everybody's like, "Oh, Pam Bondi was the worst thing that ever happened," and
Right.
they all changed their tune because she's out of the cult now. Now they can attack that. Now that's an easy target for them because before when Trump was saying, "Oh no, she's doing a great job," and da da da, Cat Turd and the rest of them have to actually agree with Trump.
No, that's an excellent observation. And here's the thing: they do it almost in like a sick way to get credibility. Be like, "Oh, we're real. We'll criticize. We'll criticize," but they only criticize what they're allowed to
Yes, yes,
criticize, and that's the real proof in the pudding. Is like what
for
did
sure.
Jesus say? Like people that are lukewarm are the worst. Like that.
Yeah,
That's what you're dealing with. There's a hell of a lot of lukewarm people. Like in my quartering thing. Like the Keno Casino guys are live on Kick right now with like 13,000 live viewers, just
I
getting a
love it.
donation every 2.5 seconds. They're getting like a $50 donation, and they're doing a takedown of this guy, and they're literally live reacting to it as we speak. Like my debate thing with him, and my issue with Jeremy. Here's the thing: I had no idea about this community. I didn't know that this was a thing and that this existed. But the thing is, man, you can't come on Twitter and call for countries to be glassed and then say that's a joke and that everything you say is a joke on Twitter. That's your defense. And then still come out day after day and attack my father, attack my dad, attack people that are anti-war while saying that you're anti-war. It's just, it's beyond anything. You don't get to say you're anti-war without also spitting on Trump. Like, and that seriously, like,
Yeah,
that's the litmus test for like, are you real or not?
yeah. That guy's just a clout chaser. He's just looking for fame. That's it. He has no actual opinion and no spine whatsoever.
Or
Whatsoever.
hopefully we'll see more. Hopefully we'll get to talk to him again. But I'm gonna get into the presentation now. Are
Let's
you
do
ready?
it. Let's do it. Yeah.
All right, let's. I want your mental process on these things when I show them to you. I'm sure you've already seen a lot of them. We're gonna start it off with the largest congressman in on the Hill, Randy Fine. Here, let me go ahead and present this here. Happy Power Plant and Bridge Eve. So he's celebrating. Of course, this is marking the incoming power grid attacks and bridge attacks that have already happened that Trump says are going to escalate.
Disgusting. It's disgusting. It's, you know, I don't want to go being anti-Semitic here, but there's a certain group that has more of an interest of letting Trump do war crimes than a different group.
Right. Well, we're going to get into
You know what I'm saying.
that's excellent observation. We're going to get into that in the second hour because I have a whole compilation of the Israelis committing war crimes, then Trump talking about how he's going to do the exact same war crimes. It's almost like he gets these ideas from somewhere. They don't come in a vacuum. He didn't just wake up and decide to do this. All right, I'm going to the next one here. Let's see what we got. All right, so this is Trump threatening to decimate Iran by 12 o'clock tomorrow night, which is tonight. So I'm going to go ahead and play this, and we're going to get your reaction, my reaction.
No sound. Is the volume
there's no
on the
sound?
video? No, is the volume?
Okay, give me 1 second. 1 second. Sorry, guys. Love you. A little unprofessional. Hopefully this fixes it. All right, here we go.
Okay.
As you've mentioned those.
Very little is off limits.
Are there certain kinds of civilian targets, though? I'm thinking
I don't want to tell you that. I don't want to tell you that. We have a plan because of the power of our military, where every bridge in Iran will be decimated by 12 o'clock tomorrow night, where every power plant in Iran will be out of business, burning, exploding, and never to be used again. I mean, complete demolition by 12 o'clock. And it'll happen over a period of 4 hours if we wanted to. We don't want that to happen. We may even get involved with helping them rebuild their nation. And you know what? If that's the case, the last thing we want to do is start with power plants, which are among the most expensive thing, and bridges.
Okay, so he's just talking about terrorism, right? Because we can't win the conflict from the air. We can't put ground troops in. We can't actually fight a war. So what we're going to do is engage in massive amounts of asymmetrical warfare.
It's disgusting. It's disgusting. The thing is that people think like Iran is like sand people. You know, this is what because America is, like I said, just so propagandized. They think it's like sand people over there. No, this is like if they came over here and bombed the Golden Gate Bridge. Like, what the fuck would we be doing? Like that's a war crime on so many levels. The Geneva Convention, that we have broken every rule in the Geneva Convention. Like, this is why this was created, so things like this wouldn't happen. And like you said before, like you have the compilation, Israel is the one that's leading this charge. It's like we're playing follow the leader with them.
Well, here's the thing. This is how we get a new international framework, and this is why, like, when I had Simon Dixon on the Gray Area show on Sunday with Tim, and we had this conversation about Trump actually working for transnational capital and bringing the multipolar world in. Like, there's absolutely no reason to be doing any of this. It's not going to result in a net gain for the United States. It only results in a net gain for Israel. They become the hegemon in the region. It's totally insane. It's sold to Americans as it's good for them somehow for all of this to happen. What was your thought there? I was going to respond to it. The thought flew out of my head.
No, it's just like it's where our military now. I'm watching this happen. Our military is acting very much like the IDF. Like,
yes.
This is like we're playing follow the leader with them. You know, oh, we could bomb little girl schools. We can bomb bridges now. We can bomb nuclear power plants. Like, this is all the IDF. Like, even our own military should have the integrity. Like, this whole entire thing is just a complete mess to begin with. But the war crimes that are really happening.
Okay. So this is the point I was making, and it flew out of my head. So I have the notepad because I'm a dummy. I'm kind of retarded. So I have to. Grug has to write down everything Grug thinks, so Grug is able to make the thoughts appear. So the new framework of international law that's going to result from this is going to be like the framework of international law that we saw from World War I and World War II, largely based on German and Japanese war crimes. Okay. So it's going to be American war crimes, and then America is going to be the new national pariah around the world. And this is just like, you can just look at the future right now. You can just see it in front of your face. And there are people going, no, 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 I have my head in the sand. No, 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 it's all dark down here. I don't know what's going on. We know what's going on, don't we?
Yeah, China's going to become the dynasty. They're
Right.
going to overpower the entire world. Israel's going to be there. Israel's going to get what they want, but in the end, China is going, and Russia and this new access, right, that they would call the access.
Right.
They're going to be the power of the world. Especially if Trump does this to Iran. What people don't understand is the implication of if they bomb their petro and their nuclear and their bridges, other people are going to start to get involved. And
Yes.
other people that we don't want to get involved, because now we're setting a precedent saying that we will go there and we will do war crimes in your country if you don't listen to us. We'll steal your president, right? Venezuela.
Yes.
We'll bomb your bridges. We'll bomb your petro. We will literally do war crimes in your country if you don't bow down to us. If you don't give us Greenland, we'll leave NATO. We'll do all this shit. Other countries are seeing this shit, dog. Other countries are seeing this and they're like, whoa, this is a serious problem. This is like a hornet's nest. This is like a viper that's just waiting to strike.
I mean, look at the cowardice and the insanity and the hubris of the EU countries. Okay, look at Europe and look at the mad dog hunt they've been after Putin since the Ukraine war started, funding it, backing Zelensky to the hilt. They literally, here's something crazy that they've done. They issued them, or trying to issue them, $120 billion loan, not backed by any real money, but to be repaid by the Russian assets they seize after Ukraine wins the war.
No.
So, like, that's the level of insanity we're talking about. These people fire
Wow.
missiles into Russia. These people make drones that kill Russian soldiers. Like the Europeans, the EU, they're gung-ho in that conflict, and it's a very stupid conflict for them, especially when you look at the supply of energy, because they could get cheap gas from Russia. We blow up their pipeline. They buy the gas from us at 3 times the cost. Oh, wait. The Iran war starts, and these same people that literally, like, all they think about all day, they have dartboards, and they're just like, I want to kill Putin. I want to kill Putin. These people are now talking to the Russians about, hey, like, can we have relations again? Can we get energy and LNG from you guys again? Because Trump broke the camel's back with the massive straw of the Strait of Hormuz.
Yeah.
And when you do this to people, these fat Americans, like the quartering and just everyone that supports this, like, it doesn't even affect us. Well, if you care about our allies, quote unquote, if you're one of those people that pretend to care about our allies, they're all going to leave us. We're going to leave NATO. NATO's going to leave us.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. No question. And they should. Everybody, America is a cancer right now. This is Babylon. Like, they've turned this into Babylon. Their dark magic and their war crimes and the blood that is covered in this government. It's become Babylon, man.
We
Like,
have
God's
to blow
gonna
up the
punish us.
bridge. We have to blow up the bridge so that they can have the OnlyFans.
It's crazy.
They can have the megachurch. It's all. Don't be racist, okay? Like, get into the spirit with me here and co-sign the death of our civilization. Okay, we're going to go ahead and roll the next Lindsey Graham clip. Yeah, and I'm joking there, of course. Graham, this time tomorrow night, they will either do a deal or we will blow them up. That's literally what he sounds like. I'll play it, and I got a couple more, and then we'll go into my dad's clip. I want to run through these real quick. I'll get your thoughts after.
For sure.
That needs to end too. So I'm very optimistic that President Trump's going to bring this regime to an end one way or the other. I prefer diplomacy, but this time tomorrow night, they're either going to do a deal that makes sense for the world and the region and for Iran itself, or we're going to blow them up. That
You would not prefer diplomacy.
Yeah. Bro.
What is this guy talking about?
What a lie. What a liar.
Unbelievable.
Disgusting.
This guy walks around Disney and stalks children like it's big game hunting with a bubble wand.
Disgusting.
Okay. Like, it's unbelievable. Oh, dude. And Sean Hannity's got that room made out of wood, just like Tucker Carlson trying to do a ripoff podcast. It's Fox News is so disgusting. Okay. This is a 10-minute. You let me know, and you can be the arbiter of this. You can decide, just go like this, and I'll pause the clip. I'll be watching for it. This is a 10-minute. I thought this was really powerful from the perspective, like, Barnes has been someone that's been very pro-Israel. Okay, like very, very pro-Israel. He's come out since the October 7th thing and has been like, this is insane. This is insane. But even more so now, I've been really proud of the work Barnes has been doing. This is the type of conversation I've been waiting for to happen on the show. I'm going to go ahead and play this now, and just let me know when you want to pause it.
Before you start, I just want to say one thing, because I want to preface to something to a lot of people.
Go ahead. Take your time.
It's about your dad. Your dad has never been pro-Israel like that. Like, so like the fact that people like try to like tie him into like being a Mossad agent because Q said that is like the most retarded thing ever. Like, I mean, he's been pro-Trump and pro what Trump's been doing, but he's never been like, I'm going to go kiss the wall or anything like that. It wasn't his
issue. It wasn't really his issue besides the 9/11 stuff. So
yeah, play it. Just wanted to preface that.
No, you're all good. We're gonna go to it now. Stay with us, guys. This is gonna be like a good 2+ hour broadcast. We got a huge selection today. Massive news today. Like today's just is about a thick. If it was compared, it's like Lizzo thick. Okay, it's disgusting. Like there's so much, and we don't even want to see it. Let me go ahead and play it now.
What we should do is have Vice President Vance tackle him, take him to the basement of the White House, that new bunker they're building under the ballroom. Why is everybody building bunkers, by the way? I mean,
why is the cabinet living on military bases? Do they know it's coming?
Exactly. Tackle Trump, put him in the basement, let him watch, nonstop videos of how great he is, and then Vance, get us the hell out of this. Because this is on the verge of being World War III and a disaster we will not be able to recover from for a generation.
The entire country can be taken out in one night. And that night might be tomorrow night.
Tackle Trump and let him pretend he's president and publicly report that he's going through a health issue and Vance take over. It literally needs to be something like that. It's that bad.
I've known you a long time. You've never called for an internal coup before.
Ever. But that's how dangerous this is. Believe that they have to take out Iran for their future to be controlled.
But even the crown prince is now acting like he wants an end with Putin.
Oh, yeah. It's both. He's trying to play. But what happened is the Saudis greatly exaggerated their end. These guys grew up playing Call of Duty. They think war is a video game. These guys are nuts. The Bibi is nuts. The Saudis are nuts. The Emiratis are nuts. We got to divorce them now. And the president has lost his mind. I mean, literally, what we should do is have Vice President Vance tackle him, take him to the basement of the White House, that new bunker they're building under the ballroom. Why is everybody building bunkers, by the way? I mean,
why is the cabinet living on military bases? Do they know it's coming?
Exactly. Tackle Trump, put him in the basement, let him watch, nonstop videos of how great he is, and then Vance, get us the hell out of this. Because this is on the verge of being World War III and a disaster we will not be able to recover from for a generation. This is, both of us have been warning about various risks. Neither one of us, outside of the COVID pandemic, warned that this kind of disaster could happen. We were dead on accurate.
And this is worse exponentially, so stay there.
Worse.
But we're going to break in a moment. Let me just ask you this. I was about to say, the Democrats and them in the midterms, that's a side issue now compared to existential threat. How do we 25th Amendment his ass?
The problem is to get the 25th Amendment, it's harder than impeachment. You have to get 2/3 of the House and 2/3 of the Senate.
So what do we?
And this is the real danger of having a corrupt uniparty Congress and Senate that approve these people that are in Trump's cabinet, because there is no way to 25th Amendment his ass. They'll never. Lutnick's like, no, he's doing a great job. What do you think about that?
No, that would never happen. We'll never get the 25th Amendment. I mean, the only thing we really have is the Democrats impeaching him in midterms.
I think it's going to happen. I think it's pretty much a guarantee. I'm going to go to it now.
Tackle Trump and let him pretend he's president and publicly report that he's going through a health issue and Vance take over. It literally needs to be something like that. It's that bad.
I've known you a long time. You've never called for an internal coup before.
Ever. But that's how dangerous this is. That's how risky it is for the whole world.
Yeah, if I was the Democrats, I'd stop poking Trump and messing with him. That only makes it worse. Like, you guys need to watch out. This isn't a guy acting like he's crazy. This is real.
Well, what's there going to be to take over in 2026 or 2028 if this hits the fan? If we get it, he's threatening an extinction level event for the people of Iran tomorrow. Does nobody think there'll be any blowback from that? If he follows through on that, the whole world is screwed.
You were saying during the break, there's other ways to do this. People need to not just telling the truth, like Susie Walsh said. It's time to just not. I mean, say what you just said.
Yeah, well, legally and constitutionally, the vice president is an independent elected official. The same as legally and constitutionally, the only oath any member of the military takes, any member of the State Department takes, any member of the intelligence community takes, any member of the government takes, is only to the Constitution. It is not to the president of the United States. There's no such oath. We don't take oath to people.
And these are illegal orders, and this is why, like, you don't every day see the head chaplain for the army get fired, right? Like that's not normal
At
It's
all.
not normal to fire the chief of the army like that massive general like they did. They're having to wash people out because people aren't willing to go along with this. I mean, think about, and this is speculation, not making a news claim here, but it'll come out in the months and years to follow. Think about all the people that we probably definitely lost in that recovery of the pilot.
You know, I saw some interesting stuff about the recovery of the pilot. I don't know if you saw any of this, but
We can talk about that a little bit. I don't have that much about that in my slideshow, but go ahead.
well, it's looking more and more like it was a failed ground invasion.
Right, because it was over by Isfahan, right? It was over by the nuclear facility.
And just the level of vehicles that, you know, were taken out. You know, the C-130s.
Didn't you see that thing of all the wreckage?
Yeah, the C-130s. Yeah, like
Oh,
yeah. So they're saying, well, this is what Solomon posted about it.
speculating here, but we're trying to be accurate. Go ahead.
Yeah, speculating. Solomon posted that the woman that was supposedly on the C-130, they found her ID. She was a nuclear scientist. Like she was. So supposedly this was a ground invasion to try to go get the uranium, and it failed.
We shudder to even think about it. Okay, here's something I want y'all to do. If you're watching the stream, please repost it. Okay, please repost the stream. If you're watching here on X, it would mean the world to us if you do that. Also, like the stream as well. It really helps. More people need to hear this. We got a lot of breaking info. I'm going to go back into the Barnes clip now. I'm going to go back to it.
Yes, sir.
We don't take oath to politicians. We take oath to the law, to the Constitution of the United States of America. So the next time President Trump orders something that is illegal, because what he's talking about is a mass act of terrorism and a massive war crime. Legally, ethically, professionally, morally, by oath, no military official can execute such an order. So they should refuse to execute any such order by the president if he gives it for a terroristic war crime, like mass bombing Iranian civilians into oblivion, like using nuclear weapons against Iran. That has to be communicated clearly, and they have to decide to do it. Maybe convince the president that he decided that he was the one who decided not to, because his memory is literally like the movie Memento. He remembers something one minute, he forgets it the next. So just convince. I mean, there's seriously, serious.
Oh, I talked to one of his chief advisors that he was going to fire Tulsi. He calls him and says, "Should I?" And he didn't remember that she gave him all the intelligence that Ratcliffe held it up. And he goes, "Oh, actually, I like her." It's like, by the end of it, he loved her.
Yeah, completely. Yeah, I mean, I've heard directly from high-ranking members of the administration who have confirmed the same thing. And they said it's been happening now for 3 or 4 months, that he just forgets basic things. I mean, everybody that's had a love.
Yeah.
It's Biden 2.0. And here's the thing. If we're going to rip and rag on Biden for 4 years and say he's going to get us into World War III, you can't be a fucking hypocrite. Okay.
Yeah.
And like everyone thinks they can just get away with that. You absolutely can't.
Yeah. He's been declining for a while now. I've been seeing it. Like
Decline.
Big time.
Dude. He's dead on his feet. He's out on his feet.
Yeah. No, he is. He definitely is. This guy's on the money right here.
Unbelievable. Okay, we're gonna go back to it.
Neocons, you said this months ago, but the neocons are on the news bragging. Anyone that you even know in the administration, they're firing as if you told them stuff. When they say you're wrong to Trump, they blame you. Just to show it's total insanity.
Complete insanity. I mean, he made the right call, finally getting rid of Pam Bondi and finally getting rid of Kristi Noem, that we had advised him to do back in early January because they were such walking, talking disasters. But he doesn't.
By the way, you said on there it's going to be sex stuff with Noem. I guess not just Kelly Lewandowski. I guess you knew about this big tit stuff.
Oh yeah, absolutely. The whole White, it was an open secret in the White House that she was using money to fund her affair with Corey Lewandowski, and that Corey Lewandowski was weaponizing the office to line her pockets. Same with Pam Bondi, was doing the same. But the people that have been telling him don't go in, don't get deeper, don't get more involved, are people that he only sporadically listens to, and instead he's been encouraged.
Okay, here's a thought that I want to get into, and I want to examine Trump from this perspective. I know you believe in the high level orchestration and all of that. I understand it. I think it's rational. I don't entirely agree. I view him as someone that's, like we said, out on his feet, basically.
Yeah.
And they need grandpa's signature of approval to get things done. So it's literally just like Biden now, and even better than Biden, they've made grandpa excited about the war. So like he actually wants to do more death and destruction and more war crime. Like he's hungry for war crime because it gives him something to do.
Yeah, no, you're on the money with that for sure. You know, he was talking about I just got to give a quick shout out to Nick Fuentes, because he was talking about Corey Landowski and Kristi Noem like months and months and months and months
Sure.
and months ago about this affair. Like he was like really the first one to bring it to like surface. And he didn't talk about the big tits thing with the husband, but he was saying Kristi Noem is having an affair with Corey Lewandowski.
Sure, and here's the thing, right? You cannot do the trad Christian LARP of like, I am a Protestant faith healer, and have all these people lay hands on you all the time and do all this and engage even more than the big tit stuff. At least they're married, they're in an affair. Like an active like cuckolding event is going on, and like this is not exemplify the values of Franklin Graham up there praying for Trump, but these are the people in the administration, because there is no vetting process. The vetting process is this, and this is a joke. Heil, like that is the joke. Like that's the vetting process. Like you do the Hitler salute to Trump, to the dear leader.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but we'll play the rest of it.
By insane people to do insane things. Bibi Netanyahu has lost his mind too. So those people have to be excluded from the decision-making matrix. And what we need is people like Vice President Vance and others to step up. Haig's death is a nightmare. The guy thinks he's really bringing Jesus back. He's waiting for the third temple to be established at the end of this. He wants the apocalypse to happen. We should not have a Secretary of War who wants the apocalypse to happen.
Yeah, right.
Here's the thing, like I talked about having like a big dirty horror of the news day for you guys. Like this is disgusting. And this is only one microcosm of it. And I've got him comparing the pilot to Jesus.
I saw that. This is fucking ridiculous. Oh my God.
Say what you will about the Muslims. The Muslims will defend their faith.
Yeah.
What do we do when we do genocides in the name of our Lord?
Yeah.
We do nothing. Like that's why like I am a wicked fallen person. We all are to some extent. I have struggles, I have problems, but I come out here, I don't want these people to die.
Yeah.
Right. And like that should be the basic thing for any Christian, is do unto others as you would have them do unto you. It's literally the golden rule. It's the easiest thing to follow in the entire world. And we've got leadership that thinks they're on some divine crusade mandate from heaven. I saw someone earlier in here talking about Hegseth having Nazi tattoos. Hegseth doesn't know what he believes in. Hegseth believes in like 12 different things. He believes in Jack Daniels. He believes in Grey Goose. He believes in Jägermeister. He believes in Espon tequila. He believes in whatever The Rock is selling. Like that's what Hegseth believes in. Okay. So there's not a neo-Nazi agenda to it or anything. Maybe there is. Maybe that's a flavor to like the giant stew of ideologies going on there. But ultimately, he's a tool. He's a tool of empire.
Yeah, he's a Shabbos goy. That's what he is. That's exactly what he is. And
they're red heifers. I like that. They're red heifers.
For sure. The only thing I have to say, this guy, what's his name?
Barnes is on the money. The only thing I disagree with him about is JD Vance is not good either. Here's
I get what he's saying, though.
No, well, I think the White House is paralyzed around Trump. I think that there are probably a decent amount of them that actually don't want to do this. Even here's the thing. I'm looking at it from the mind of like, I'm the most corrupt, evil government wheeler and dealer imaginable. You don't want the world to be destroyed. And I think a lot of these people realize the world's going to be destroyed from this. I think Trump is the one who's refusing to take his hand off the wheel, and he's got Netanyahu glazing him and backing him up and probably threatening him behind closed doors. If JD Vance comes in, he has every incentive in the world to end the war. You want to talk about becoming president. He'd be the guy that ends the war. instead of starting it and be like, I had to back my commander in chief, but we saw the delusion of decision making process down the line, and we just had to, like, I'm the president now. Like, we don't like JD, like we think he's a Peter Thiel creation, obviously, but I do think he would stop the killing, and ultimately anything is better than insane grandpa. 80 years
I
old.
agree. I agree with that. Yeah, I totally agree. And I just want to say, and this is just wishful thinking and a prayer. I think Trump's going to back down. I don't think he's going to do it.
I hope so
I
too.
pray in the name of Jesus that he doesn't do it, because it will.
I do as
catastrophic.
well. We don't want any of these things to happen. It would be the greatest thing in the world to be proven wrong about all of this. And
I pray.
That's the thing about the other side. And this is how you can tell. I'm going to cut back to us for a second. This is a key point. This is the thing about the other side. And this is how you can tell that we're correct and they're incorrect, that we're right and that they're wrong. They think it's funny that when like an oil price is not as high as it was predicted to be, or like an invasion hasn't started on the day that it was predicted, they go, ha ha, look at you panicking, look at you complaining, look at you leftists, you libtards. We're like, good. We don't want any of this to happen. Are you crazy? You're the ones watching this and getting sick enjoyment out of the pain. We just want it to be over. I don't want to be in the chair right now. I want to play Fortnite. I don't want to be sitting here, but this is what's going on. And when there are so many people contributing to just the great ocean, the void of takes that are just spewing this propaganda and laughing at the situation and trying to own people when they're proven right for a day, isn't that just sick and degenerate?
It's so disgusting, man. It's like the meme, like we just want to grill. We just want to chill, dude. Like, we don't want war. We want everything to be good for our country. Like, we don't want any of this stuff. And like, we really, the most important thing is that we have a moral compass. And that's what it says in the Bible, that, the Bible is actually written on our heart. And the people that can see war and death and agree with it, they don't have the Bible written on their heart. Like that, in my opinion, those are people that their hearts are actually hardened to Christ.
Yes.
They don't know Christ. They're faking that they think that they know Christ,
Wow. Okay, we're gonna go back to it. We're gonna play it out, and then we're gonna, first hour, we have this analysis here, which I think is really good. I think everybody's benefiting from hearing this again, including us. When I watched it live, I was like, I gotta play this on stream. Then we got Trump Easter, and that's only a 7-minute balcony speech. So we're going to play that. That'll be first hour. Second hour, we have News Blitz. We're going to do some plugging here as well. Me and Anthony are both small business owners. If you want to support what we're doing, I sell amazing supplements. He sells amazing beef tallow. We're going to get into it all, but I'm going to play the clip.
That is not a good thing. The guy has completely fallen off the neocon wagon, and he's drinking like a madman, doing a full-scale 24-hour binge of neocon insanity mixed with Christian Zionist.
And you also see Lindsey Graham with bubble wands, stalking children at Disney World. Noam's husband with giant fake tits. You've got Graham drunk this weekend, stumbling around the street. I mean, this is insanity.
You have a dystopian nightmare living out in like every sci-fi novel that has always started out with, there's some nuclear war that the country gets some.
And the guy that starts it, Trump's brain, has a bubble wand.
That's exactly correct. I mean, and he's just lost it. We just have to be honest. He's lost it.
I'm sorry for all the pausing, but it's literally like it's like Roman Empire stuff where you have the people doing like the fake ship battles and whatnot and just burning like hundreds of billions of dollars equivalency to our currency. To have like the Roman senator like Lindsey Graham walking around the giant amusement park in Rome with his bubble scepter. You have to think about it like people in ancient times would have thought about it. That's literally what's going on right now.
That's so real. Wow.
Imagine the insanity. You're a Roman citizen. You're walking down the street, and you're at this giant, amusement park that's been built in part by the government, in part by some sort of evil corporation that's also backed by the government. You're at the Colosseum. Okay, yeah. You're at the Colosseum, and you're walking down the street, and you're with your little kids, and you see Lindsey Graham behind you, stalking you and your children. Senator Lindsey Graham with his bubble scepter. It's this probably happened, it literally did happen. Nero saw a dude walking with this kid, saw the kid look like his dead wife, and was like, boom, I'm going to castrate you. So that's Lindsey Graham.
It's disgusting.
Yeah, but we'll get back into it. Sorry, I got to make that observation.
Great point.
And we've got to take corrective remedial action. Somebody's got to do something before the whole world burns. because otherwise that's the risk that might
He's like a
start
crazy
tomorrow
jumper
night.
on the Brooklyn Bridge taking us with him.
Everything I sell to you.
I love it.
Okay, the rest of it's a plug. Great methylene blue. We get it. I thought that was excellent. I thought we had to play it on the show because, like, here's the thing. No one can say my dad has not been pro-Trump. My dad has been incredibly pro-Trump. And when you get to the point now where people are saying, hey, we need a 25th Amendment you that literally back you for 12 years, like over everything. My dad, people say my dad sold out. If my dad did like the neo-Nazi grift or whatever, if he did the Wignat grift, like in this day and age and just went like full Hitler, like he would do great. But he's not that. He's a real man. He's a Texan. He's a businessman. And he had faith in the country. He was a classical liberal. And what he was promised was never delivered. So now he's going to be honest and outraged about it.
Yeah, that's respect. You know, he really does care about the country, and he wanted to hold out until, you know, he really saw that Trump is who he is. You know, listen, it's a hard fucking pill to swallow because we all loved Trump. We all thought he was hilarious. We thought he was gonna, you know, as gay as it sounds, save us, save our country. And, you know, he had a superhero complex for a lot of us, you know, and your dad got pretty close to that whole entire administration and everything else. And it's a hard band-aid to pull off, you know, but you have to do it. And he finally did it. And like, people should respect him for that, especially because he has such a giant platform and threats and everything that he goes through. It's like, and I'm not even trying to glaze him or anything. It's just the honest truth. Like, I've met him on many occasions. He's just a real dude. He's a real dude. He's funny. He's a character.
Sure.
Like, he is who he is, you know?
Brooklyn, are you asking why Trump isn't our hero now? I think that's like pretty obvious from the broadcast. Maybe I misunderstand your question in chat. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and read this because this is everything we were just talking about. This is Trump on Easter. Okay, keep that in mind. This is the president. He couldn't take a day off. He couldn't take one day and just be like, okay, let's take a pause on all of this. We'll enjoy the holiday. We won't let anyone die on the day Jesus rose. I'm going to go ahead and read this. Tuesday will be Power Plant Day and Bridge Day, all wrapped up in one in Iran. There will be nothing like it. 3 exclamation points. Open the effing straight, you crazy bastards, or you'll be living in hell. Just watch. Praise be to Allah. President Donald J. Trump on Easter. Praise be to Allah. Okay. And I know there are people that believe in like the whole Abrahamic faith BS. It's not the same God. It's not the same religion. Allah has no sons. Allah is unlike anything in creation. Jesus Christ is both fully God and fully man, like he had a created body. So like it's unbelievable.
It's just pathetic, honestly. It's pathetic that he would go and say openly that he's going to commit a war crime and then mock their God. I mean, listen, it's not our God. And, you know, I agree with you that only Jesus Christ is God. And I'm not going to get into some, you know, Abrahamic debate either. But at the end of the day, like, he shouldn't mock their God. Like, that's just wrong. Sure. You know what I mean? It's like, imagine if he said Hashem. What would the Jews do to him? They would have him on a stake being burnt. You know, like if he mocked Hashem.
And this is disrespect to them. This is the ultimate disrespect. This is a kafir, an infidel, telling them, you know, like mockingly praising their God. I mean, this is like, he wants a terror attack. He wants there to be a domestic situation. He wants to provoke them in any way he can because he knows that he's losing. And credit to them, they've been smart and they know public opinion. I mean, they've been putting out those Lego videos. You seen those Lego?
Oh, they're
videos?
fucking killing it, dude. They're winning. They're winning the meme war. Like, it's not even close. It's not even close. They're winning the meme war. And I think a very important thing that people need to recognize with this whole situation, that if Trump does what he just wrote, you know, if he does that, if 12 o'clock tomorrow, that actually does go down, you're going to see, first off, the Houthis are going to shut down the Red Sea completely.
Yes.
Like, they're going to shut it down completely. So that's a whole nother situation. Iran is going to hit all of their missiles all at once at Israel, at UAE, at Bahrain, everywhere. Plus, now we know their missiles could go even further. They're going to probably hit England. They're probably going to hit France. They're probably going to send missiles all over the place. And then if Trump actually does drop a fucking nuke, Pakistan is going to nuke Israel immediately.
Right.
Immediately. It's not even going to be like
well, all these smaller
immediately.
nuclear conflicts are going to pop off. Talk about Pakistan, India, and that's just one example. And here's the thing: when someone breaks that seal, not to get biblical in Revelation, but when someone makes that decision to launch the weapon, there's no taking that back. And I mean, I just go back to Hillary Clinton quote right here: "When the president gives the order for a nuclear exchange, that order must be carried out." There is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Trump at any point could listen to Netanyahu and decide, and I don't have the clip. Maybe we can find it later in the second hour here. But the Israelis are out there talking about the neutron bomb.
Oh, yeah,
They're out there talking about it.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are.
And that should terrify everybody listening to the live stream right now. Call your congressperson, call your whoever. We got to protest. We got to be vocal about this. We got to do everything we can to stop this. I'm going to go ahead and play this now. We got to close out the first hour with this. This is peak schizophrenia. And we all made fun of Biden with the Easter Bunny. It's just as insane to be as being led away by the Easter Bunny to give, like war declarations next to him.
Yeah.
Why is is Netanyahu in the bunny costume?
Oh my gosh.
Perhaps maybe Epstein's still alive. Maybe Epstein is in the bunny costume. Maybe that's part of the humiliation ritual for the country. We're gonna go ahead and play it now. Let me know if you want to pause it. I'm muting.
Oh man.
A lot of money because that man. Does he have a good voice? I think we're going to send him to the Met. We'll get a little commission, make a lot of money because that man can sing.
Screw that. I want to see the rabbit in the Middle East. Make the rabbit a Reaper drone operator.
Suicide bomber.
Let's go ahead and go full bore with it since he wants to be cute. Well, I'm going to go ahead and play it.
Oh my God.
Thank you very much. Not the first time we've heard him. So today is a very special day. It's a day where we celebrate Jesus. It's a day where we celebrate religion. And it's an honor to be the president of the United States. Our country is doing so well, like it has never done before. You'll see that very shortly. And things that we've done have not been done before. We've broken every record on the stock market. We've broken every record in our military. And what about the rescue that took place yesterday? What about that? It's something that you rarely see. They were giving me a briefing about that. And they said, normally when you're in very hostile territory, and I don't think it gets much more hostile than Iran, they're capable fighters. They're very tough people. And there are others like that. You don't mind when the enemy is weak, but that enemy is strong. Not so strong.
They didn't even have a BB gun. This is what we were told. We were told they were obliterated. They were totally destroyed.
Dude, it's so funny that they're probably just playing like Chuck Norris Delta Force and like telling him like this is what's happening right now.
Yes,
like,
no, he's watching Tom Cruise movies about being a Navy SEAL. Exactly. No, he thinks Top Gun, that he thinks they work for him. He's like, where's Maverick? Like, was Maverick involved? Was Maverick shot down? Like, Mr. President, that's a movie from 40 years ago, 50 years ago. He's like, no, that's real. But go ahead. You got another point?
No, yeah, that's what I just want to say. That's what they're showing.
No, we need the rabbit on the front lines. Okay,
For
America needs it. Okay, they say actually the pilot, they say he was too grievously injured. He's inside the rabbit costume right now. We're gonna go ahead and play the rest of it.
Strong like they were about a month ago. I can tell you, in fact, right now they're not too strong at all, in my opinion. But we're soon going to find out, aren't we? But when a thing like that happens, where a pilot shot down, in most instances, you're really not able to go in because you'll go in with 200 people and lots of jet fighters and helicopters, and you really don't have a chance. They get shot down. You lose 200 in order to pick up one. It's a horrible thing, but it's very rare that you can do it. And what we did yesterday is we picked up not one, we picked up two. We kept the first one quiet. And we were able to keep it quiet for about a day, which made it a lot better. But those two pilots were incredible, brave, and we thank them. And we're going to be having a news conference today at 1:00 at the Oval Office. And we look forward to it. But I just want to say we have a great military. We're the greatest military, the most powerful military any place in the world. You saw what happened with Venezuela.
It's an honor. I built it in my first term, and I didn't know I was going to be using it this much in my second term, but it's my honor. And they're the greatest people on earth. Our warriors are the greatest fighters on earth. And they very much appreciate you and love you, and that's why they do it. So this is all about today. I must tell you, I came out and I expected we were going to be talking about farmers, and we love our farmers. We were going to talk about so many different.
We love our farmers, huh? Oh, no. We couldn't pass the 20 billion subsidy, but we're going to spend another $250 billion at war. And the people that love him, they don't know any of this stuff, man.
I thought he was going to talk about Jesus.
Well, he said we celebrate religion. Isn't that interesting?
He said two things. That was it.
What?
Crazy. He only said two things. He said, we're going to talk about Jesus and religion. And then he goes into a whole entire war chant.
That's right. And he's backed up by the Easter Bunny. It truly is unbelievable.
Different products, but you know what they want to talk about? Sir, this is about eggs. Eggs. Because we have the egg farmers of the entire country here, and they are unbelievable. And if you remember, when I first got elected, my first news conference with the fake news, a lot of fake news here today.
We heard the demon voice for a second. We heard the real Trump.
I heard that. That was scary.
We heard that sound.
That was scary. By the way,
But I had a news conference.
Oh, sorry. No, I was gonna say. By the way, there's like all little children like sitting around, like waiting to do an Easter egg hunt while he's doing this.
You want to learn about war, little children? We rescue the pilot. You know what a pilot is? He drops bombs. Good grief. Okay, I'm gonna play it.
Conference and
no, hold on though, because we're not spending enough time talking about how sick this is.
It's so
all right, like
sick.
this. When I watched season 6 of House of Cards, and they had the Carrie Underwood lady, Frank Underwood, Kevin Spacey's wife, take over, and it was like this complete insane, like Hillary Clinton meets Wonder Woman meets like Matriarchy Island, where they're like flogging men with whips. Like it was completely insane. I was like, this would never happen. This is never real. This is a cartoon. This is another version of that kind of a show. Like he's up there with the Easter Bunny.
Sadistic.
Okay, talking to a crowd of mostly children there with painted eggs.
Sadistic.
About how lethal our military is. All right, we're gonna play it more.
Oh, God.
the first question, what are you going to do about eggs, sir? I said, what's wrong with eggs? I just got there. It's my second day in office at a news conference, and they were screaming at me, what am I going to do about eggs? Then I said, well, it's like, tell me what's wrong with eggs. The price was so high. It was 4 times higher than it was a year before. I said, well, that sounds like a problem. Let me think about it. And Brooke Rollins, our great Secretary of Agriculture, she got involved. We all got involved. They didn't want me, as you know, just last year, it's hard to believe, they didn't want me to order eggs for the Easter egg roll, the Easter egg hunt that we have here every year. They wanted me to use plastic. I said, I'm not using plastic. We'll get it solved. And within a short period of time, eggs came down. They came down 40%, 50%. And by the time we got there, we had so many eggs, we didn't know what to do with them. And today we have more than 40,000 eggs supplied by all of the great egg farmers that are with us. So eggs is a big thing, and it was a big thing to our great First Lady, who's here someplace. Let's see. I think this is our First Lady. What do you think of our First Lady? She's a movie star.
Monday. I you have a wonderful day.
Thanks. Thank you, honey. And she worked very hard with her staff and the staff of the White House. Right? Gets better every time. You notice the fencing is all brand new. I said, we could have bought used fencing and saved a lot of money. They said, this is for Easter, and this is for our country was dead. We had a dead country.
We have a dead country now. All you can talk about is eggs and the new fences you're putting up.
I can't believe I'm saying this. I miss Biden. Like, straight up.
More predictable. I will say that. You could expect him to just shuffle around. Okay, I thought there was more to that. We got a whole mess of Trump clips to get into, a whole mess of things to react to. I'm going to go ahead and read this out to you. We'll discuss this a little bit. But before we do that, and we got 350 or so odd change of people in here, I want to tell you guys about what I do for a living, okay? Because I came on here, I started streaming 6 months ago. I grew up starting being 8 years old, working in the InfoWars offices until I was like 17, 18 years old. Then I left to go do my own thing. I'm an entrepreneur. I sell supplements. I manufacture them myself. I label them myself. I ship them out myself. Literally nose to tail, the entire process. I do it all on my own, combined with my employees, my manufacturing facility up in Denton, and my fulfillment facility out in Leander. So if you like this show, if you want to support this show, literally the best thing we could do, and I'm not asking for a super chat, not asking for a donation. I have a physical product. I have a phenomenal physical product that has all the top sleep aids in one: magnesium, L-theanine, GABA, melatonin, blue chamomile, straight CO2 extracted from Germany, an entire herbal matrix containing valerian root and other things like that. It's all in here in Knockout, and you can just subscribe to this product. And if you're taking a melatonin already, if you're doing a magnesium already, if you're doing any of these things to help you get a better bedtime, why not just subscribe to Knockout Sleep Support? This product has literally sold hundreds of thousands of units over its lifetime because people love it. It's an easy sleep aid. It's non-habit forming. It doesn't completely zonk you out to the degree where you wake up in the morning and you're feeling groggy. It's just got 3 milligrams of melatonin in it, but combined with the magnesium, the GABA, the L-theanine, the blue chamomile, and the herbal matrix, all in efficacious doses, this really is, for bang for your buck, the best product you can get. If you're already out there and let's say you're going to a grocery store like a Publix or HEB, and you're already taking something like a magnesium citrate and then a melatonin, both of those are going to run you, about like $15 to $20 a bottle. Save $10 and buy Knockout Sleep Support. It's got all that and more in it. I'm telling you right now, I've literally taken this product off and on for over a decade. It works. It's effective. It's safe. People have tried it over the years. I improved it. I added magnesium to it. I added L-theanine to it. I raised the dose of it, actually raised the dose on a lot of things. This is what you want. If you want better sleep, go to 50percentoff.com and choose Knockout Sleep Support. And I've got a whole mess of things for you here. I've also got Classic Brain Force Plus. This is an incredible nootropic. You love it. We all love it. It's got the alpha GPC, the huperzine, the bacopa, the yerba mate, the theobromine, which is my favorite stimulant, much better than caffeine, but this has caffeine as well. Truly incredible. And I want to tell you also about Jones CBD. Because if you're looking for a sleep product and maybe you already take CBD, maybe you already take CBD mixed with melatonin, maybe you're looking at Knockout and saying, maybe it's not as strong as I'd like. Here's the thing. If you're looking for true deep sleep, true REM sleep, true, you wake up in the middle of your dream and you're like, wow, I was just a night on top of a dragon, stuff like that. You want to choose Dreamwave PM. This is incredible. And I'm talking for 1,500 milligram tincture. Okay, a full dropper is 50 milligrams. There's 30 full droppers in an entire bottle. For that, combined with the melatonin and the German CO2 extracted blue chamomile, which is in here, that's like a $60 to $70 product. And I'm giving it to you here for under $40 more if you subscribe. It's an absolute no-brainer deal for people. Like, this product is so amazing because the oil-based CBD, it has about like a 10 to 15% bioavailability, but it has like 80 to 90% if you leave it under the tongue and do sublingual administration. A lot of these formulas, especially just like the straight CBD that's not high quality, it tastes bad. So you put it under your tongue and you can't keep it under there when you go to bed. I brush my teeth, I wash my mouth out, I then put this in my mouth and I go lie down and I go to sleep. Pretty much every night now. When I don't do that, I take the Knockout. Melatonin is an incredible antioxidant. It's protective against all sorts of things because its metabolites are also potent antioxidants as well. And you think about it, like your bladder's full when you're asleep and you wake up. The melatonin and the metabolites are sitting in areas like that. They're actually protective against things like bowel and rectal conditions. So melatonin is a very interesting ingredient. I just want to show you that. I've also got a emulsified nano CBD. This is 90% bioavailable, basically rocket fuel. This will really mentally chill you out. It's full spectrum, so it's got the other cannabinoids in it as well. But if you're someone that just straight up, you don't want to deal with it in your mouth, whatever, put this in orange juice, put this in water, take it. It's just the same as taking it under your tongue because of the emulsification, which means that it is nano. Okay, and then we've got Ultra Chill. If you're looking for an ashwagandha product, I sell a bunch. We sell a gray area ashwagandha product that's really good. But if you want to take that with CBD and with theobromine, this is like the ultimate chill nootropic, and it's got CBG, which modulates all the other cannabinoids. You want to consider Ultra Chill AM blend. So I've got all this and more on Jones CBD. I've got all this and more on 50percentoff.com. I've got a bunch of other stores, but for time purposes, I'm trying to keep it short. I'm just going to show you one more thing, Anthony. I want you to do a little bit of a plug. I want to show people this as well. If you miss any of the classic toothpaste products, I've got them available for you at 50percentoff.com. I've got Super Blue Peppermint. I've got Super Blue Bubble Gum, and this has got the iodine in it. It's really incredible. If you're looking for something safe, low cost, really cheap, I mean, for $10, and they're more when you save, more when you bundle. You can get a 6-month supply, a 3-month supply, whatever you need. I've got that wound gel, a bunch of other stuff here. I've got lotions, like anything you need, especially if you miss any of these classic brands. I've got some of the last inventory left in stock. So just 50percentoff.com. Got Knockout Sleep Support, of course, available on here. That's the main thing. If you're going to support the show, subscribe and save to that. Anthony, tell them about your beef tallow real quick.
Yeah, so we have the Ungovernable Project. It is a grass-fed, pasture-raised suet tallow. We make it for cooking and we make it for skincare. We do this all with our hands. This is really high-quality stuff. If you're looking to change your cooking oil, which you should be doing, you shouldn't be using seed oils. Even olive oil is mostly cut in America, as is what is it called? Avocado oil. Tallow is the best thing that you can put in your body. It's high in vitamins A, D, E, and K. It actually boosts your CLA, so it's fat that will make you lose fat. We have great bundles. It's also amazing for your skin because it's bioavailable with your skin. It actually goes through instead of sitting on top of your pores like most petro skincare products. We also do sell a deodorant. We have a beard balm coming out and a new patchouli and vanilla and vetiver skincare cream. Rex loves the Wiseman's Gift. The Wiseman's Gift is very powerful. It's frankincense, myrrh, castor oil, and 24 karat gold flakes. They all have
such a long time because this stuff is so high quality that you only need to use a little bit, and it's really like the aroma and everything as well, because you don't just use like essential oil. You're actually using real frankincense, real myrrh. Talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, we infuse everything, so it's actually real frankincense sap that comes from a tree in Africa, real myrrh, everything that we do. The Orange Dream has real orange peels in it. We're very, very, very big on giving the highest quality product that actually has real results. Like, we have thousands of testimonials of our skincare curing eczema, psoriasis, chemical burns, obviously dry skin. We also have an amazing lip balm.
And
If you
it's
guys,
anecdotal, but they're amazing reports. They're amazing reports for sure.
No, and I'd really appreciate it if you guys could support. Like, we're just struggling artists out here, trying to get out the message. So
Serious, and that's the thing. Like, literally, we support American manufacturing. We do American manufacturing. We do American shipping. We're doing all these things. And if you're gonna spend money, if you have the means, if you're gonna support some big corporation or whatever, you could support us instead. And that would really mean a lot to us. It would help us continue our mission of spreading the truth. But we're gonna go ahead and get back into it here. Man, I've just got so much. It's just like, where do I even jump back in? Okay. All right. This is an especially crazy clip because it shows his madness, because he can't think of the actual phrase. Like, he's going to get into the spoils of war here, but he messes it up. We're going to play this now.
Are you allowed to, or are you willing to end this conflict with Iran charging tolls for passage through the strait?
Us charging tolls?
Iran.
What about us charging tolls?
Is that something you're considering?
I'd rather do that than let them have them, right? Why shouldn't we? We're the winner. We won. Okay. They are militarily defeated.
Are you allowed to, or
such lies, just lie after lie after lie.
Are they militarily defeated?
Not at all. Not even close. They're literally setting strikes right now. They just bombed like the biggest oil field in Saudi Arabia. Like, nailed it.
Can you DM that to me? Can
Yeah.
you find that real quick? And here's the thing. Like, I have a lineup here. Basically, like, this is the stuff I'm going to be covering on the journal tomorrow for y'all, like, when you want to tune in. But there's stuff breaking every 5 seconds, and we're coming up. I think we've actually already passed it on the East Coast, the deadline.
Yeah.
So very scary times right now. And like, we love everyone in the audience. Of course, like we said before, we're always just praying for peace. We want this to end desperately. I'll get into this. So reporter says deliberate attack. I'll just go ahead and play it. I'm just going to go ahead and play the Trump clip. Being questioned on his war crimes, the dear leader has his typical canned "you're fake news" response.
I'd have them stay away. Go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. President, for the question. Deliberate attacks on civilian infrastructure violate the Geneva Conventions and international law.
Who are you with?
I'm with the New York Times. Zolan from the New York Times. Are you concerned? Are you concerned?
Circulation way down at the New York Times.
Are you concerned that your threat to bomb power plants and bridges amount to
No, not at all. No. I hope I don't have to do it. But again, I just said 47 years they've been negotiating with these people. They're great negotiators.
Why would that
And
act not
because
violate
they're not going to have a nuclear weapon. And
They don't.
Non-answers, we're gonna invade. Like that's like you're asking about war crimes. Like I hope I don't have to do them, but I'm gonna do them anyway.
Yeah, they don't have a nuclear weapon, so it's all lies.
Anthony, they called this man the peace president. Okay, he's the president of peace.
Yeah, I
And
remember
the
when
beautiful thing about no new wars is he's saying we've been at war with them for 47 years, so it's not a new war. This is that Q-tard propaganda that's coming out. And you see this a lot. Haven't you seen people? It's like the Japanese soldier, right? That thinks he's fighting for something 27 years after it's over. What do you think of this 47-year narrative?
Yeah, I think it's fucking bullshit. I think it's the greatest lie ever told because Iran does not want any beef with us at all. They don't care about us. They want to protect their land. This is very much like Russia, okay? Russia didn't want to start a war with Ukraine until NATO was going to put bases at their border. Like, this is what it is. Like, Israel is trying to take over the entire Middle East, and Iran is like basically the homie that knows how to fight, that is protecting the guys that don't know how to fight.
Well, let's look at this a little further because I love our audience. I know we got a lot of phenomenal people in the audience. Shout out to you guys, especially if you're in the Rumble chat on the American Journal. Y'all are my favorite people. But we don't just say things to say them on the show. All right. And when you get into the Russia situation, me and Tim have covered this numerous times on the gray area. And I'm just going to reiterate again. After 1991, it was promised not 1 inch of NATO expansion. In response to that promise, the USSR dissolved the Warsaw Pact, which is why you have Russia and all those former Soviet bloc countries. NATO went on to add 12 different countries, okay, and made security guarantees that were minor with a bunch of other ones, including Ukraine. They've had 36 NATO exercises. 36.
Yeah.
It's the second most out of any country in Europe. So, like, we talk about all these things. It's just happening again. It's just happening again. And because people don't pay attention, because people don't really care and they think it's all going to work out, they don't have the knowledge of history to stand up and say no to this. And that's why, like, I just go back to that Alex Jones documentary we were watching on the channel, where he talks about ignorance being really the true great weapon. And that's what all of this is.
Yeah, I mean, what was his name? Yuri Bezmenov. Like, I always go back to his video. Like, we're watching the Yuri Bezmenov KGB propaganda happen in America, how they can destroy an entire country, control them, and lead them into destruction. That's exactly what we're living through, is this KGB level psyop, you know, to support this, to support the greatest probably jihad of all time. Because if this really does happen, that's what it will be. This will be a jihad. It already is.
You're going to get the real Arab Spring, not one that we set up and bankrolled and controlled.
You're
You're going to get these people to rise up. Here's the thing.
Yes.
Bahrain, I've learned so much recently about their secret police and about their military operations and the way they do things and the way they crack down on the people. Basically, they have a large Shia population there, but they bring in foreigners that are Sunni and they put them in like military police role and they have them do kind of like Stasi, Nazi style stuff to the people. And people are terrified of them. That's going to change when the power goes out. And here's the thing. Iran, to these nations, to the people of these nations, is a liberator. And you're fighting against literally the Emperor Palpatine and Darth Vader from Star Wars with America and Israel. And America is the Darth Vader figure, the chosen one, the one that was supposed to be good, but is twisted and falls to the dark side, to the wiles because of Palpatine, because of Israel saying, bad things are going to happen.
Yeah.
You literally see how it's the perfect analogy. And that's why those movies, the prequels, they're insanely geopolitical. They literally predicted everything that's going on right now. And don't ignore that. Don't ignore powerful analogies, powerful allegories that are easy ways to explain to people what's going on right now.
Yeah, that's a perfect analogy, dude. I got to go back and watch them just because of that analogy, honestly.
Yes.
Like I never really like put into that perspective, but that's a great point.
Well, it's an archetype, right? And that's what America is. That's what the golem is, right?
Yeah.
It's been turned over and it's not ensouled anymore. It doesn't have an ethereal existence. It's just a machine. That's what America is right now. It's just a chud factory. That it just churns out chud 24/7. It manufactures consent through force. That's what it is.
Damn.
And Israel is the grand czar running the program. And the grand czar can sit back in the shadows and can sit back in the scenes, but the grand czar was never good. Unlike America, unlike Trump, even, who had some, you could point to maybe some sort of redeeming quality, some sort of, heroic aspiration. It's literally all empire for them. And they are willing to toss us into the lava and have us crawl out if it means that they can have their new civilization.
So true, brother. So true. Beautifully said.
Thank you. I appreciate it. We'll go back to the clip.
If somebody that takes my place someday is weak and ineffective, which possibly that will happen because we had numerous presidents that were weak, ineffective, and afraid of Iran, we're never going to let Iran have a nuclear weapon. And if you think it's okay for people that are sick of mind, that are tough, smart, and sick, really sick, from a policy standpoint, from a standpoint, any which way you want to say, mentally, these are disturbed people. If you think I'm going to allow them, and powerful and rich, to have a nuclear weapon, you can tell your friends at the New York Times, not going to happen.
That means violating international law.
Quiet. You no longer have credibility at the New York Times because the New York Times said, "Oh, Trump won't win the election, and it won in a landslide."
No one gives a fuck, bro, that you won the election. Yeah, no one cares.
This is not normal behavior. Okay, like presidents used to, even Biden was more dignified than this. This is getting down in the dirt daily. Aggressively being wrong, being proud of being wrong, being proud to tell people to literally shut the fuck up. That's like his favorite thing to do, apparently.
Yeah, this is like beyond a power trip, dude. Beyond.
Well, he literally thinks he's God.
Yeah, he does.
And I mean, who can tell him no? Who can tell him that he isn't? It doesn't seem like anybody in the cabinet is. Certainly not Netanyahu.
I'm praying. I'm
sorry. New York Times said, "Oh,
no, it's cool. It's all good. Continue.
Trump won't win the election." New York Times has no credibility. The credibility they have is it used to be all the news that's fit to print. The old gray lady, it was great, but they're running on past fumes, and you can't keep doing that. You have to be able to give the correct news, and people like you, who I know, are fake. You're fake. Go ahead, please.
Your messaging on the war has moved from...
He's such a pig.
Yeah, he really is. I describe him as bird-like, like a grackle. Those little black birds that aren't crows, but they like kind of like hop around all angry and aggressive.
Yeah, they're all over.
All right, so let's look at where this attitude of it being okay to do war crime and to target civilian infrastructure comes from. So I believe this is the Israeli ambassador to the UN, and this is him saying, legitimate target. If it means we're going to be able to conquer them, we can hit it.
So we have the legitimacy to target those civilian targets. And I would advise the Iranian to believe President Trump and Prime Minister Netanyahu, because they have showed in the last month that they are capable of striking any target in Iran. And now we have to wait whether we will continue to play the game with the Strait of Hormuz. It's what they are doing there. It's beyond imagination. The blackmail, they actually collect
blackmail.
Oh, you want to talk about blackmail?
What?
You want to talk about every accusation being a confession? Look at this worm.
Wow. Wow.
We have the right to hit civilian infrastructure because Iran nuclear weapon. I mean, nobody has the right to target civilian infrastructure. That's why it's civilian infrastructure. You could say, now here, I was having this discussion. Well, I just don't even want to look at this worm. It's too distracting. I was having this discussion with Tim Tompkins, my co-host on the Gray Area, an American Journal this morning, and we had just received news. We were talking about the news of the bridge attack, and he goes, "Well, I'm not sure. Is that civilian infrastructure? Is that military infrastructure?" And I show him the video. They're literally having picnics.
Yeah,
They're literally having picnics. Well, here's the thing. Where there is a point is if there's an active ground invasion, if they're moving tanks across it or whatever, then it does become a military target. But that's not the situation on the ground. That's not what's going on right now. So you can't say, oh, just because if we do ground invasion, they'll put tanks over it, that makes it a military target. That's like Minority Report. That's like future crime, future action. See what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, that's a civilian bridge. No question
Right.
about it. Like that's a civilian. That's like blowing up the Manhattan Bridge. Like
It's an engineering marvel. It's the tallest bridge in that area of the Middle East. It's huge.
yeah, it's disgusting that we did that. That's such a beautiful architecture that was ruined for no reason at all. Like
Totally agree. I'm gonna go back to the weasel.
Money from countries in order to allow them to use the straits. We shouldn't allow this piracy 2026.
Who is we? What are you doing, little bro? Actually, no, wait. You're running our government. Excuse me. I'm sorry. I bow down. Like it's crazy town. Crazy.
Yeah. And not for nothing, like this guy looks like fucking Dracula. Like
Yes.
they're literally vampires. Like, how can you not think that these people are vampires? Like they do drink children's blood. Like, look at
He
them.
looks like a dog-like pedophile in my view.
Yeah, bro.
In my view, of course, speculation, not
Yeah.
accusing or anything, but I mean, this is a weasel from hell. I'm going to play the rest of it.
Oh man,
Actually, no, we're out of it. We're out of time here. Okay, so
disgusting.
we have the legitimacy to target civilian targets in Iran. That's just it's not. Even if you say it's true, Mr. Ambassador, that doesn't make it true
At all.
Wow.
At all. Disgusting.
Wow.
Disgusting.
Yeah. Okay, we're gonna go to the next one here.
Uh-oh.
Reporter, how would it not be a war crime to strike Iran's bridges or power plants? Trump says they're animals.
I thought we're liberating them.
We're liberating the animals? That's you hit the nail on the head there. I'm gonna go ahead and play this now. What a pig. You're absolutely right to call him that, by the way.
It's a pig.
It's what he is. He's a piggy. He's a war piggy.
Mr. President, how would it not be a war crime to strike Iran's bridges and power plants?
Because they killed 45,000 people in the last month, more than that. I think it could be as much as 60. They kill protesters. They're animals. And we have to stop them, and we can't let them have a nuclear weapon. Very simple. They want a nuclear weapon. They've been trying for a long time. I stopped them with the Obama horrible Iran nuclear deal. I stopped them in a lot of different ways.
So they're animals.
Disgusting. Pig.
And they're going to go back to the Stone Age, but he wants to liberate them.
It's double speak. It's just it's insane. But you know, I'm super like I've been calling out Obama for like the longest time ever. Like literally, like called him the Antichrist. Like, you know, been watching your dad a long time, put it that way. But the one thing I could say about Obama with Iran is he actually did kind of a good job. Like that was kind of a good deal. Like
JCPOA was a solid framework. And here's the thing: you can't.
It really
tell a
was.
nation- they have the right to enrich uranium.
Yeah,
they just like any other country. And the people watching this right now, if there are any, I think we got a good filter because we got a great audience of people. But if there's any people trickling through that, they're like, no, they don't, because we say they're gonna have nuclear weapon. They have a religious order. It's a crime against God for them to have a nuke. They have the right to use civilian power. They have the right to have submarines. All of these things, like they just objectively do. And if you say that they don't, how are you going to enforce that? You're going to enforce that with 1 million Americans killed in a ground war?
Yeah, exactly.
Think about that.
Exactly. And like to say that Iran, like I got into an argument with somebody in my Instagram in the comment sections. They're like, Iran's not even like a real nation. It's not even like It's like, bro, you're talking about the Persian Empire. Like,
How ignorant.
their history is richer than ours, like way richer than ours.
It's
like,
a 4,000-year-old longest continuous civilization in human history. The person that said that, he needs to put on a helmet and he needs to go on the short bus.
It's ridiculous, dude. It's ridiculous. But to the point of that is like, they're a sovereign nation. They are able to do whatever the fuck they want.
Sure.
Like,
yeah, I want to play this now. All right, Melania could have just kept her mouth shut, but she didn't do that. Okay, and now we got to play this, and it's really Orwellian. It's really sick. Pray for the country, like Linda was saying. We got to pray for the country. I'm gonna go ahead and I got to mute myself.
We have a news conference in a little while. What would you like to ask her?
What she wants to say, Madam First Lady, can you tell us your message to children who find themselves in war zones during this Holy Week?
Well, all of this is happening for their future, so they will be safe in years to come.
All of this is happening for their future. The bombs, the fires, the dead loved ones, the murder of their country, the death of its economy, all their food and water going away. It's happening for their future. What if they have no future? What if they're dead?
they don't. Yeah, they don't have a future. They'll be dead.
Wow.
They will be dead. I mean, if he does what he says he's going to do, yeah, they'll be dead.
And I mean, she could have just kept her mouth shut. Well, like, why? That's the thing with all these people that are around Trump. Why do you take the question? Why can't you just say thank you and move on? We're enslaved to an evil spirit here. It is Babylon, like you say.
You know, like someone should ask Melania, like, who's Gio Zampoli? You know, how did you actually meet Trump? And, you know, how are you connected to Epstein?
Ooh.
That's what they should ask her. That's what they should
We gotta
ask.
do a little deep dive on that ourselves. I think that would be a good special episode.
Oh, let's do it for sure.
Oh, okay. We got a lot of people in here. We almost got 500 people in here. Let me tell you about the new arrangement. Okay. So I, over the past month, have started hosting the American Journal with Tim in the morning. So that's a 3-hour morning show. That's Monday to Friday. That's going away at the end of this week. So when that's over and when that all goes away, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that time slot for myself and I'm going to start doing a daily show, 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. I think I'm going to call it My American Journal. I'm thinking about that because it's the American Journal before. I can't take the name. They own the name, but I can make it My American Journal. So I'm going to do that from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. I'll be y'all's home, hopefully before the Alex Jones show. It'll all be on X if you're watching both of us on X. Super easy to deal with. And then I'll also be live at night. I'll do a 90-minute kind of like countdown show, news roundup show. And that way we can track events where we can come. I can wake up in the morning. I can prepare and look at things and we can talk to you guys and see where you're at. We can do call-ins in the morning as well, just like we're doing right now on the Journal. And then we can move on at night to that really hard-hitting news blitz that you want to see. And then I'm literally tracking from dawn till dusk with you the situation as it's going on. Anthony, I think you at least a couple to a few days a week. I mean, really whenever it helps me fill time. Because like, here's the thing. A little secret for you guys. Running a 3-hour show on a network is really hard. And the main thing you struggle to do is finding ways to fill time. So having guests on and having callers on really helps contribute not just to the chronology of the show and tracking events and doing things with other people. It also just fills that space. So if you're going to do me the honor, help me fill that space, because that's what my job is to do as well, is to fill the space just as the host. If you want to come in and co-host a couple to a few days a week, I think that would be phenomenal. Your thoughts?
Let's do it. I'm all in. I would love to do it. Let me know whenever you want to have me in there, and I'll be in there, brother.
Awesome. We love it. I'm really looking forward to that. Let's go ahead and go on to the next slide that I have presented for y'all. Breaking incredible. Trump or press said Iran had no anti-aircraft. Trump says they got lucky. So, okay, no air defense. He is the genius. He knows all. He's tapped in with all the military sources. He's monitoring the situation. He knows infinitely more than you. So how the hell could you ever criticize him? Uh-oh. Plane gets shot down. Tons of planes get shot down, actually. Let's go ahead and play it.
You said that Iran had no anti-aircraft equipment. How were they able to drop those?
Well, you know what? When you do thousands and thousands of flights and you have one plane shot down and not mortally, the two pilots got out, they got a little bit lucky. And you know what? In war, you need a little bit of luck also. They got a little bit lucky. That's all they got.
You said that Iran had no...
My my God.
So he's rolling the dice with American lives. You know, it's a craps table to him. I heard Owen make this point. Or maybe it wasn't Owen, maybe it was somebody else. But yeah, or no, it was my dad. He's gambling at the table, and his currency is American lives. Oh, they got lucky. You know, he'll only never walk again.
By the way, the luck that they got was they took an F-15 out of the sky. I mean, that's not luck. That's like a superior aircraft.
It's a bad day for the Air Force.
Has that ever happened before? Is that the first F-15?
I'm not sure. This is definitely like, besides a major conflict. I mean, this is a war. This is a major conflict. But you look at the amount of aircraft that have been destroyed. Dozens of aircraft have been destroyed. And people are like, no, it's the manned aircraft. It's the planes. No, helicopters have been destroyed. Dozens of Reapers have been destroyed. And everyone's like, this has no consequences. It takes us decades to build these things. So they claim to be against Russia and China. They claim to want a strong American military. They're literally pissing away everything we have in a meaningless desert to us. That's the ancient home of these people.
It's crazy, dude. It's crazy. I just, every day I wake up, I'm like, is this a fever dream? Like, is this even real? Like,
no, we're smoking crack tonight.
Like literally.
Well, we're going to continue the crack smoking session. I've got Hegseth. I got this 30-second here of him comparing the pilot to Jesus Christ. So we're going to go ahead and play this. Lord have mercy.
Shot down on a Friday. Good Friday. Hidden in a cave, a crevice, all of Saturday. And rescued on Sunday. Flown out of Iran as the sun was rising on Easter Sunday. A pilot reborn, all home and accounted for, a nation rejoicing. God is good. Shot down on a Friday.
Oh my gosh.
Everything's got to have a biblical allegory to it. Everything has to be weird numerology worship with the 47 and all of it. And here's the thing. And I always preface this because I don't want to get struck down by lightning. I really don't. I believe in the Lord. Every breath I take is a blessing from him. Lord have mercy on all of us.
Amen.
But these people, like they're going to go to hell. And I don't want to say that about anybody, but like, you're going to go to hell for doing this.
Bro, that's blasphemy. Like complete blasphemy right there. It's
yeah, but it's paired with murder. It's paired with deceit. It's paired with greed. Ultimately, it's paired with pride that they have the right to do all of this and do it in God's name.
It's disgusting, man. Yeah, I have no words for that one, honestly.
Yeah, another T-shirt. Bombs for Jesus.
Bombs for Jesus.
That's what these people believe.
Bombs for Jesus. No,
that's
you're
what
right.
they believe. It's literally bombs for God. Like that's the pitch. And we just sit here, we're like, can you please just do it without invoking a Sodom and Gomorrah or a Nineveh event for America? Because that's what this is. This is like, whatever you want to call it, this is bad luck. This is
Look at Kane's face. Look at Kane's face. It's I think he's getting fed up, bro. I think he might be. I don't know. I have a feeling about him.
Look at Trump making the Mac face. Like,
yeah, he's trying. He's doing the clavicular.
Yeah, he's doing the what did
looks
South
Max
Park call it? Oh man, they had such a good term for it. His stank face. He's doing his stank face. Sir, you can't just do your stank face all day. What do you mean? And he does the pose.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go to the next one. Really, just incredible stuff here today. And we got this apocalyptic footage here from Lebanon. This is happening right now in the middle of all of this. That's another reason why Israel is just so excited, overjoyed, ovulating over this war, literally ovulating over this war, the birth of the new greater Israel, is because while America is doing these like ridiculous march to 1,000 out into the sea, war crime bonanza, they have displaced millions of people in Lebanon. They're blowing up entire cities. As Smotrich famously said about Gaza, demolition is the most expensive part of our rebuilding, our new settlements. This is colonialism writ large in front of your face.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
It's not even just colonialism. You paid for it as well. These are American explosives. The source from America is sent to go bomb a country you've never heard of. A Christian country that you've
Lebanon's
never heard of.
very Christian. Lebanon is very Christian. There's
Right.
more Christians than there's Muslims in Lebanon.
Right. And people talk about Hezbollah. Hezbollah is a large Christian portion as well.
They do. That's
It's
correct.
it's really insane what's been going on there. And the Israelis are so entitled. And I've heard numerous military people talk about this, Anthony. They will just roll their tanks up just all together because they're so used to just bombing and killing little kids and throwing shells at people's houses that now when they're going into these war zones, when the FPV drones come out, when the RPGs come out, when all these things come out, they're just crushed together. I saw 12 tanks got destroyed in
Oh,
like one
dude,
day.
yeah. Oh, yeah. It's beautiful to watch. I'll watch that
Pretty
all day.
crazy, man.
Sorry. I mean, that I'll watch. That I'll support.
Yeah.
Like those guys needs their noses punched in. You know,
Well,
like,
they're what they're finding is resistance. And when you tell the Israeli population that, oh, we need another 425,000 reservists on top of the 200,000 that we've already called up, when you tell them that, and it's a country of like 9 million people, that's your entire population. You don't have a fucking economy.
Yeah.
What's your economy?
yeah.
What do you make?
And
Death?
yeah, and it's no disrespect to Lebanon or Hezbollah, they're tough. They're a tough military. Like they're fucking the IDF up. But it's just so funny that America is the one that has to actually go fight. Like the strategic, like been planning for 47 years, mountainous area, ready to slay Iran, while IDF goes and fights Lebanon. It's like
I want people to look at this footage and think about the quartering coming on my show and LOLing at me and doing the L dance and saying that he trolled me and saying that all his comments about wanting to destroy Iran and countries like this are a joke. Okay, it's what we're watching right now, by the way, I know we're all separated from it. We're interfacing through screens. It's not a big deal. This is people dying. This is little kids never being able to go home. This is broken limbs and maggots eating a rotting corpse. That's what this video is. Because we're looking at it 30,000-foot view, we're looking at it from a plane or a hill or whatever. You can't see it on the ground. These are not controlled demolitions.
Yeah,
Okay,
not
these are not mistakes. This is happening while people are still living in these homes.
Disgusting. So disgusting. But it's like, this whole entire situation is like if we got into a bar fight with somebody, right? And like there's like this giant muscular guy and you're like, yo, go fight him. I'm going to go fight the midget. Right? It's like that's basically what it is, right? It's like you have to go fight the really big guy. We're going to go fight the midget. Like the IDF is basically getting the midget in this situation. Like Lebanon, it's not hard for them to beat them. They can't beat Iran.
And I'm sorry, I know it's all depressing. I see your comment, Linda. Take heart and take knowledge that you're informed. There's a lot of informed people like you, and that's why we do this. And here's the thing. You got to look into the horror. You got to realize what's going on. And then you got to start the chain reaction, just telling your friends, your family, your loved ones about what's going on. Nobody gets to run away from this. Nobody gets to hide from it. Nobody gets to sweep it under the rug. This is happening now in the world. And there's this thing called map creep where like you're looking at a map. You're like, oh, this is so big. This is not that far away from us. We're all on the same planet. All of this will come home to roost anyway. And like if you don't have that mindset about things, you can't appreciate the grand scope of it, but also how it relates to you altogether. Let's look at Ben Gvir, this pig. And I think is he foreign minister? Or is he defense? I think he's defense minister, actually.
Yeah, he's disgusting.
Yeah, all right. I think it says subtitles. I'm just gonna mute the piggy real quick, and I'm just gonna read them. And keep in mind, this guy is popping champagne. They have an ethno-supremacist law where specifically, not if a Jew kills a Jew, you don't immediately get the death penalty. But if a Palestinian dares to raise his hand and act of terrorism or kills a Jewish person, whatever, immediate execution. And the way they keep their prisoners, if you're a prisoner, if you've seen El Salvador, if you've seen what Bukele does, Bukele is nice. That's like the McDonald's like playpen for children version of what's going on in Israel. They literally keep you bound, hogtied in a bowing position to mock your religion.
Yeah. And by the way, also throwing a rock is considered terrorism to them.
Right.
So
they rape prisoners as well.
Yeah.
And people went to their Congress to defend their right to do that.
Disgusting.
Like they are Nazis. Like they're
worse.
Oh,
they're worse.
You do not like they became that. This is like Goebbels, or like Himmler or Hitler. It is literally what we're watching around play it. Worse, some would say.
Hamas.
I'm gonna leave myself unmuted. I'm gonna read the subtitles.
Okay, cool.
Hamas issued a statement saying the death penalty is immoral. Do you hear that? Hamas, who murdered our children, slaughtered our women, raped them, says a law imposing the death penalty on terrorists is immoral. So I tell them this is the most moral law there is, and it must exist because it is for all of our children, and we will implement, execute them with God's help. They told me the high court will block it. The high court will block it first. I saw in the prisons. They told me the high court will block it, and I managed to make the change. I saw in the weapons, the high court will block it. I managed to make a change. I want to tell you something else. If the high court blocks it, we need to fix high court, not just this law. This law is the right law. So punishment will come from this law, and don't get it confused. I say this is someone who took away their privileges, their canteens, their food, their tours, literally everything. And like they don't have a life. Like they don't beg for death. They want to be alive. But literally, I imagine like I probably would beg for death at one point. You know, just be like, just kill me, man. Like why are you gonna have me here? Just to keep in a pen to where like they're like bowing like
yeah,
23 hours a day.
It's horrible. It's horrible. It's horrible.
Unbelievable, man. I don't want to play anymore, but I just want to get him off the screen. I hate Ben Gvir.
He's not even from Israel. You know that,
the
right?
Entire cabinet is really, really gross. Smotrich.
Yeah.
Ugh.
You know, he's not even from Israel. He's Iraqi.
Oh yeah, I believe it. I believe it. Well, you know, he probably hates himself for being brown, so he wants to kill more brown people.
Yep.
You see how that works?
Yep. Exactly.
See that interesting calculation in his mind? See, he gets to be a part of the ethnic supremacy group now.
Yep.
You know, he's always probably felt a little like weird about his real heritage. You know, maybe not one of the real Jews or whatever you want to call it, but he's a big man waving the death penalty around now. So he's in charge.
Yep.
It's so sick.
Disgusting. Horrible.
All right. Now we got this, and this is, I think we've already played this. We're going to go ahead and play it again.
Oh, yeah. God.
It's so insane. I'm going to mute myself. I'm going to play it now.
Persians, the Iranians, were wanting to kill every Jew, woman, child, and do it all in one day. But you raised up Esther to save the Jewish people. Father, we thank you. Today, the Iranians, the wicked regime of this government, wants to kill every Jew and destroy them with an atomic fire. But you have raised up President Trump. You've raised him up for such a time as this. And Father, we pray that you'll give him victory. Father, we pray for our military that you'd watch over, protect them. Father, we pray for the people of Iran who want freedom to be set free from these Islamic lunatics. Father, we thank you for your Son, Jesus Christ, who came to this earth to take our sins, that he died and shed his blood on a cross for our sins, that he was buried. He took our sins to the grave, but you raised him to life. And Father, we thank you and we.
Okay, it's
insane.
It's all a sick. It's not a celebration. It's a cursing of Jesus. It's attaching him to this war. God did not raise up President Trump to bomb the elementary school in Iran. No matter how many fucking lemmings, quote unquote, pastors they get out there spreading theology built on sand about how he's the chosen one.
Yeah, I don't agree with him. Like, he's super duper duper on the left, but Vic Mensa, he's like a rapper or whatever. He made a video. I saw it on Instagram where he was talking about like how all these like conservatives or whatever, if Jesus was actually in America, they would call him like an Islamist. They'd be like, he's brown, he doesn't speak English, he's wearing a robe, like he's against war. They would call him like an Islamist. They would do the same thing. They would attack him, you know, because he's from the Middle East.
I mean, that's kind of what happened to him in the first place.
Yeah,
is the Pharisees didn't like that he was pointing out the flaws in their wicked culture, so they killed him.
I mean, he's from Palestine, right?
He was
like
God.
I mean,
yeah. Well, I mean, like those are the people that do the genetic studies. Those are the people who are ethnically the most similar to to the original Jews who lived in that land. Okay, did you just send me? Did you DM me something here?
Yeah, I sent you a couple things. No, T-Black, I agree. Vigments is a
No. You're good. I'm gonna go to this.
No, I was answering T-Black in the chat.
So this is the explosions you're talking about on the energy facilities in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, this is in Jubilee.
Okay,
it's a big one.
We got that. We got a few things here. Okay, so we got Tucker out here saying the president shouldn't mock Islam. Apparently, this is another thing. There's things actively developing. You know what? I want to keep it short and sweet. This has been a phenomenal stream. We got through all the information. We're going to be back here later on in the week. I think we'll stretch it out one more day. We'll do Wednesday Conspiracy Talks. And let's find the Alex Jones documentary that's the most culturally relevant to the war right now. And let's do a reaction stream to that. Let's go back to form. Let's go ahead and do that. I think that would be great for people. Conspiracy Talks, the idea behind it. And we're still going to do Conspiracy Talks. When I said earlier that I'm doing the 3-hour morning show and that I want Anthony to come on there with me, that's different. We'll still do like 90-minute or 2-hour. I'll do Conspiracy Talks. I'll do Gray Area during the week. Actually, I'll have 3 days during the week where it's a 90-minute and then 2 days where it's Gray Area and then 1 day where it's Conspiracy Talks. But we like to get into all these things. We want to do reactions to these legendary documentaries, these 40-plus documentaries my dad put out decades ago, because it's really amazing material. It's what woke Anthony up. It's what woke me up as well, kind of. So we're able to bond on that and really ascertain and develop the information with you all, which we really do enjoy. And we'll be watching the police state documentaries. We're almost through those. We may do
Endgame.
We're probably gonna have to do Endgame.
Yeah,
to cover all of this, but I know he's got one more specific to Middle East. Terror Storm.
I forgot about that one, dude.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna watch.
Yeah,
watch
that's a great one
on Wednesday. So we'll watch that around 8-9 p.m. on Wednesday. Really looking forward to that. We love being here in the chair for you guys. We appreciate that y'all show up here for us, and it's really a phenomenal thing to be able to do shows for you guys. I got to plug one more time. I hate doing it, but I got to do it. I got to get over saying I hate doing it as well. If you want to support me, if you want to support the broadcast and broadcast like this, everything that I do, I'm a businessman. For 5 years, I've been a supplement manufacturer, white labeler, e-commerce seller, everything. I make this product. I store it. I ship it myself, nose to tail, the entire process, paying American employees, paying Texan employees. If you want to go to 50percentoff.com right now and you want to get the best sleep supplement money can buy, instead of going to HEB or Publix and getting two $20 products, save $10 or more by getting Knockout Sleep Support. It says everything in it that you'd ever want to take for sleep. It's got magnesium, it's got GABA, it's got L-theanine, it's got glucosamine, it's got melatonin, it's got valerian root, it's got an entire herbal matrix in there. It's got over 8 ingredients, all at very efficacious doses. It's what you really want to consider if you want better sleep. I've got Knockout Sleep Support here for you. Here's the thing. Best thing to do, if you want to subscribe to this, you're keeping my life raft afloat, so to speak. I got rent, I got payroll, I got big expenses, and for me to be in the chair every day, it's a huge opportunity cost for me because I could be working on my various projects. So if you want to help me have a 360 win with you, or instead of just asking for a donation, I give you a physical product. I ship you a physical product that will improve your life for the price of one Burger King DoorDash meal. Like seriously. Daily cost, everything. It's going to improve your life. It's going to improve your function, improve your recovery, all of it. 50percentoff.com. I've also, if there's any stimulant junkies out there in the audience, I've also got the last remaining stock in the entire world of Brain Force Plus. This is a classic energy matrix bestseller on InfoWars for years and years and years, just like Knockout. Brain Force Plus, got the Bacopa, got the Huperzine A, got the theobromine, got everything in it that you want to take. Total cholinergic matrix. I want to remind you guys also as well, I've got CBD. I've got CBD out the wazoo for y'all. If you want something even stronger than Knockout, if you're a real sleep junkie and you like hard-hitting rest support products, I've got Dreamwave PM Blend. Tell me where you get a better deal. Under $40 a bottle, you're getting 1,500 milligrams full spectrum CBD tincture in the bottle. That's 50 milligrams in a full dropper combined with 6 milligrams melatonin and a crap ton of glucosamine. You put it under your tongue. You go to Narnia when you go to sleep. Literally, you literally go to Narnia. I ordered so much of this product that I'm almost sold out of it now because it's so popular. I want to have a reason to reorder this one. So if you guys are looking for something that's a banger, I'm telling you right now, nothing tastes this good to leave in your mouth when you're going to sleep. I've also got the nano CBD product, which is emulsified. It's a lot more bioavailable. So if you've got aches and pains, you got inflammation. My grandma loves this for her back. You just squirt it in some orange juice, drink it, and you get the effects without having to hold it under your tongue. Really popular product, really bioavailable. I've got this, which this is the ultimate nootropic blend. If you're a biohacker, if you're a gamer, if you're someone that likes high octane thought, if you're a hard worker, if you want flow state focus, if you want to get through your day your way, I want you to try Ultra Chill AM Blend. This has 200 milligrams of a 4-to-1 ashwagandha extract. Okay, 200 milligrams per ml combined with CBD and CBG, master cannabinoid to modulate all the other ones and that create that complete endocannabinoid effect, combined with theobromine, which is like jitter-free, longer-lasting cacao plant caffeine. It's an improved version of it. I mean, like, I make these products because I'm damn proud to sell them. And I'm damn proud to present them to you and to bring them to you. Like, this is rocket science level stuff that I came up with. I have these theories for years, and I had the means to implement them now with my supplement company, with all of the CBD, with everything I do at jonescbd.com. It's all done from the lens of I use the CBD as the highest quality catch-all super vitality supplement base, and then I add the supplement ingredients on top of it. And it really creates just kind of a synergistic, holistic, whole body effect that really can't be replicated with any other compound. You see a lot of these vitality drinks and these mushroom coffees. I'm telling you right now, it is more expensive than the other ones. There's a reason for it. 200 milligrams of ashwagandha, 30 servings of that, okay, combined with the CBD, CBG, combined with the theobromine. I love Ultra Chill, okay? And I've only got, I've got less of this product than I do the other ones, and a lot of it I save for myself. So if you want to get this while supplies last, you can get it right now. Subscribe and save. Anthony, you've got the phenomenal beef tallow. Tell them about it again.
Yeah, so the Ungovernable Project, we make 100% grass-fed, pasture-raised suet beef tallow for cooking and for skincare. This is our 16-ounce. You can cook anything in it: steaks, eggs, fish, you name it. We also sell amazing skincare, all different kinds. We only use real raw ingredients, so that means that we actually infuse the ingredients into the skincare. Tallow is amazing for your skin. It helps with things like eczema, psoriasis, chemical burns. We have thousands of testimonials, and we make this all with our hands. Just like Rex is very passionate about his supplements, we're super passionate about what we do with our tallow, and we have plenty of results. Someone DM'd us the other day. They lost 100 pounds just using our cooking tallow because it is high in CLA, which you can go to the store and go and buy, but tallow actually has it naturally in there. So it actually boosts your metabolism and will burn fat. And for the guys that are trying to burn fat and look more jacked up in the gym, switch out of seed oils, get to the tallow. www.theungovernableproject.com. We really do appreciate your support.
And this is so basic. I mean, I cook with this now. I use it. I need more.
I got you.
Honestly, you gotta get me some more. But this is a number one no-brainer to cook with. Use a deodorant. I know you said you got the beard oil coming out.
Yep.
Really a phenomenal brand. And let me go ahead and pull up your Twitter really quick so people can know where to find you on Twitter. You're Graffinati. It always messes me up because I go to type your first name and then I'm like,
Yeah, I got stuck with his name.
You can go ahead and go on X, give him a follow. We got to pump these numbers up for both of us too. Follow me. If you just popped into the live, welcome to the show. You got to be here every day. But we love it. We appreciate you, Anthony. Thank you so much for being on the show today, man.
Boom. Thank you for having me, and we'll see you on the next one. God bless, guys. Good night.
We'll see you Wednesday for Terror.
Yes, sir. Let's go. Later, guys. Good night.
Awesome. Wow. Well, that was incredibly powerful. If you're watching tonight, you basically are seeing my show for American Journal tomorrow. I'm sure I'll have more breaking news and breaking updates. God forbid, actually, I have breaking news and breaking updates because that means the invasion has probably started, the ground invasion. And we don't want that to happen. Really don't want that to happen. But it's like someone in chat said, if you see me in the chair, emergency 2 a.m. live, I'll be here to chronicle the events. That's the life that I've chosen for myself. That's the life that I love. I love being here for y'all, and I love monitoring the situation. I love staying on top of things truly, because as things progress, there are going to be people that are out there to gaslight us about what happened during this time period. And what happened on this time period is going to be all on tape for me, because I'm going to be here talking about the war as it progresses every day, begging for peace, being anti-war, being passionate about that, and trying to get y'all to feel the same way. I mean, this is a life or death thing for everybody on the planet. And the sooner we all realize that, and the sooner we get all our heads collectively out of the sand and focus on the fight, the sooner we'll move towards a better world. And just to harken back to the quartering debate, because there's just so much wrapped up in that, he says, and just people on X, just in life in general, the older people, they will make the claim that we're young and we don't know what we're talking about, and all leadership is bad, all presidents are bad. Sucks to suck, bud. You just have to roll over and take it. Well, we're not all bitches like you. We're not going to accept that anymore. The younger generation certainly isn't. It's what I've been raised my entire life to be against. My entire life. My entire existence on this planet, I have been born and bred and trained and cultivated for a situation exactly like this. So I'm just acting off my program. I could do a 24-hour live stream and just talk about this all day and watch news updates. I could. And I don't take any enjoyment out of that. I don't take any pleasure out of that. It's like an urge or a drive for me to do it. It's not fun. It's a compulsion ultimately. But my compulsion is going to deliver results to people and allow you to filter through the garbage, because whatever you see out there, you can ask me about it. We can talk about it on stream. We can show it daily, and we can break through the misinformation. We can break through the lies. I'm going to read some comments. We've kind of been ignoring y'all. I'm really starting to do that. Rex on that dude's bumper. Quartering don't want the smoke. Well, he came on and just said he's a comedian. Everything he's ever said is a lie. Rex is awesome. Thank you, Linda. You're very asleep. Oh, shit. Extra 2 hours sleep. Hope you're doing good. What else we got for inflammation? I'll do a little bit more of a plug here in a second. I stocked up on the CBD oil about 6 months ago. How is it treating you? Can we get a live reaction how it's treating you, Linda? I'm sure it's amazing, but really, really love hearing that. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Oh, she says great CBD oil. Tried it herself. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that. Thank you for reposting the stream, guys. Even if it's going to end, go ahead and repost it, because I think these are fun to watch back. I watch them back sometimes. I'm like, that was a good segment. That was a good show. The thing that's so different about this that I have a lot of fun with, because it's like the chains are broken and I have freedom, is I could literally, I could walk out there right now. I could eat spaghetti and I could walk back in here and the show would still be going on. There's no network break. There's no producer. There's none of that, especially when I'm in the chair alone by myself, just doing a solo stream for you guys. I have total unlimited freedom to do whatever I want. I could play Agario on the computer if I want. Maybe I will. And I've also thought about this, and I talked about it. I talked about this on a stream before. I'm not a good gamer by any means, okay? And I didn't grow up with the Xbox until I was like 14. So I don't have the Call of Duty, like Modern Warfare or like Black Ops 3, like lobby experience and just controller experience to be like a phenomenal gamer. But I like Fortnite. You know, I win games, you know, every day, basically. Pretty good, pretty cool. Talk about it like that, winning games every day. Not that that matters, but, you know, it's a little better than declaring war on people. And I really love Terraria. I love Terraria. I love games like that. Maybe I'll play Stardew Valley on stream. Who knows? And I'll just make it a thing as to where you can hang out with me. And if I'm going to do those negative things anyway, if I'm going to do a vice like that, I might as well just stream it. So I'm really figuring out, the more and more I get into this, like the only way out is through for me. In my situation right now, my monthly nut is like $8,000 to pay for warehousing, to pay for employees, to pay for fulfillment, to pay for postage. I have to prepay people's postage. So like someone comes to me and they're a fulfillment client, right? So they come to me and I'm shipping out their product, but all month I'm paying to ship out their product. You get paid at the end of the month. That's industry standard for fulfillment. So I've got this massive bill over my head. I'm trying to figure out, just like, am I going to have to downsize? I'm going to have to get rid of all this? No, I have a beautiful fulfillment center. I have a wonderful crew of people that work for me. We have business coming in, about to start fulfilling stuff for Owen Schroyer and hopefully Jake Shields here shortly in the future. Things are looking up, but I'm in a real like desperation time period. I'm telling you the truth straight up right now, just looking straight at you at all. I'm telling you, like, I got to figure out how to make things work for me. And I think the easiest way to do that is to reflect on things that's already working, which is like we're connecting to each other. And it seems to be people want to come in here and hang out. And I love hanging out with you. I just want to be a point whether I don't care if it's for 2 minutes, 5 minutes, whatever. If you want to check in my stream and I see you in chat and I recognize you and I try to see everybody in chat, recognize everybody in chat, or the stream's over, you comment. Like, I'll always say hello to you. I'll always hang out. I want to know what you're doing. I want to know what you want me to cover. I want to be your friend. Okay. Because y'all have been friends to me my entire life. Y'all have supported me by buying the products, by watching my dad's show. Like, that kept a roof over my head for me as a kid. You know, and that means a lot to me. I feel connected with you. I feel that connection. I feel like we're right there. Sitting across from each other right now. And I'm telling you, I've worked my entire life to do this. And it's just so crushing to be 23 years old, to be an employer, to be an American manufacturer, an American shipper, Americana, these classic businesses. And everything was going so good first 3 years of my business. And I just, under Biden, I was struggling a little bit. And I was like, man, I just hope Trump comes in because I know Trump's going to make things better. And I campaigned for him. I told people to vote for him. I mean, my actions on the night of the assassination attempt probably resulted in a few people voting for him, you know? So I look at it, you know, I'm feeling sorry for myself a little bit because I'm like, damn, I don't want a recession. I didn't want a depression. I want to be able to sell my goods and ply my trade like an honest man, like an honest salesman. But we couldn't even get that. And now with rising shipping costs and all of it, I'm going to figure it out and raise free shipping costs. And I don't like doing that to my customers. I don't like doing that to people. I'm struggling, and I'm not unique. I'm not alone. I'm barely struggling compared to some people that have lost their jobs and are out on the street, you know? And I think that the work that I do here in the chair is actually very important work because I'm connecting with you people and I'm making everybody realize this isn't okay to put up with anymore. So if you want to support that, if you want to go to any one of my various stores, whether that's 50% off, whether that's Jones CBD, that's shroomforce.com. I'll go ahead and show Shroomforce because I forgot to show it. Go ahead and show it to people. I mean, what I do here with the products, I don't just have something to sell you. I make all of these myself, and I make every single product to fill some sort of hole in the marketplace, some place where people are getting scammed. I want to give people budget premium, the best deal possible on the best quality possible at the highest dose possible. A lot of the times with all these bullshit companies, and I know I went around, I was a contractor for Dr. Jones Naturals, and I went all around the country talking to various supplement manufacturers. This is a company that makes millions of dollars a month, and it's drooling old boomers that paid to have a study ran in 1987, and now they want you to use their proprietary, slightly modified version of the generic supplement product so you can make all these crazy health claims. Well, guess what? You can make the same health claims if you just use an efficacious dose of the ingredient that actually matches the study. So just take lion's mane for an example. So to get the actual benefits of taking lion's mane, you have to consume at least half a gram of it for a month or a gram of it for 2 weeks. That's what the studies say, black and white, PubMed, you can look it up. So some bloviating elephant chungus like the quartering will come around and blow his trumpet and say, oh, my mushroom coffee has whatever in it. Not making a claim. I am indemnifying myself. Speculation. Ha, ha, ha. I laugh at you. F you, First Amendment. But just going ahead from that disclaimer there, they'll sell you something that probably has, 50, 100, 150 milligrams of something in there. It doesn't actually do anything. So instead of paying somebody $60 for a mushroom coffee or an adaptogen blend, just a catch-all with nothing that actually works at the dose it's measured to work at, you could actually take this, and for $30, you have a 2-month supply or a month supply if you go gram plus super high dose. What does that do? Increases brain-derived neurotropic factor, powerful nootropic, increases cognition, increases learning capacity, memory, all of it. This is known. These are the known, the most high-quality functional mushrooms and adaptogens on the market, literally at the best price. I would never, ever sell something for too expensive. I would never do that to people. Never, ever. I always want there to be an opportunity for people to try the thing because I believe in it. I'd never gyp or rob anybody. You want to try these. They're all tested. They're all 4-to-1 extracts. So the best things available, the best things around. And you look at these deals, look at bundle and save. Let's say you're a jiu-jitsu athlete, you're just an active person in general, you like to work out. And let's say you want to learn piano or something, learn a new skill. The ultimate drive pack, which is cordyceps, amazing for physical energy, ATP production, oxygen carrying capacity, makes you better at carrying oxygen in your red blood cells. You combine that with lion's mane for all those brain boosting benefits, BDNF I just described. This is the ultimate mind body stack, a 2-month supply of both for $60. I mean, come on. Like literally show me a better deal anywhere. At me on Twitter. I will give you a discount code on the spot. Literally on the spot immediately. I am so proud to be able to offer everything we have on TrueForce.com, this phenomenal lineup right here. Check it out, bundle and save, ask me questions about it. At me on Twitter, I will literally give you a discount code. Just at me on Twitter about it. And the same goes for all the other stores. Like I already told you about the CBD, just telling you about 50% off again. Like it just makes me happy to be able to sell this product. I was selling this product over the phone when I was 13 or 14 years old. You know, and I'm here sitting here in the studio 10 years later. I reformulated the product. I created this with my own hands. I ship it out with my own hands. I labeled it with my own hands. I get to deliver and bring it to you. You know, I grew up in a fulfillment center. I grew up in a media company. I grew up in a newsroom. I grew up in all these different places. And it's what I get to do now in my life, in my business, in my work, if you guys want to support me. So if you guys think that's cool, like I think it's cool. If you guys think it's an adventure, like I think it's an adventure. I think it's an adventure to take Knockout. I take it every night, and I'm like, damn, like I'm on track. I'm on protocol for what I was doing 10 years ago, and it works. So I just want to throw that out there for people. I really appreciate all the love and support. That's 50percentoff.com. I've got skincare on here. I've got oral care stuff on here. I've got all the toothpaste that you guys know and love. Bundle and save on all these items. Subscribe and save. I've got the most powerful CBD that you're going to find with the most powerful supplement ingredients blended in as well. Just telling you about Dreamwave again. Blue chamomile melatonin, got the emulsified nano CBD, and we've got the Ultra Chill 200 milligram ashwagandha 4-to-1 extract, CBG plus CBD together to modulate each other, plus the theobromine, the better than caffeine cacao flavonoid plant. Literally everything you wanted. And you get to see my mind behind the design of each and every one of those products. Like my calculations, my ideas, my formulation, my control over all of this. I have control over all this. Nobody's told me what to do. Nobody's given me a directive. Oh, go out here and make these products. So go out here and do these things. I did this on my own because when I was 18, 19 years old, living out in East Texas, thinking about what I wanted to do with my life and thinking about what I was the most proud of, I was the most proud of offering damn good products to damn good people. That's what we've always done. That's a 360 win. That's what my children will do. My grandchildren will do it. Everyone will do it because it's beautiful and because it's giving value to people that's real. I like to improve people's lives. I like to make people happier. I like to make people more empowered. I like to give people the means to actualize themselves. And that's what I do by offering nutritional supplements and all these powerful formulas and ingredients. It truly is the 360 win where you get to choose to take that for yourself if you want that ability and that opportunity. So thank you so much for being here with me tonight. Going to be live, American Journal, 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. If you saw today's show, it's going to be a lot of what we covered on the Journal. But if you saw today's show and there's anything you want to talk about, anything you want to comment, maybe Hegseth, maybe Trump, maybe the Easter debacle, maybe Melania, all of it, feel free to call in. I'm going to take call-ins the second hour, so 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. I'm going to have Joe Biggs on at 10 a.m., so you're going to want to see that interview as well. I tried to have him on last week, and he got in a wreck or something. So I hope he's doing okay. I think he's doing all right. But I'm going to have him on, and he's airborne, like turbo veteran, like all of the best records, best stuff you can talk about. I'm going to have him on, and I really want to discuss the nature of the failed potential ground invasion debacle, the pilot rescue, all of it, because it's just so valuable to get the perspective of guys like that. And I've known a lot of guys like that because we've had a lot of protection work done for us over the years, right? Like we've been a lot of these rallies, these protests, and when you're the principal, you got a lot of these guys around you, and plus a lot of these guys work in news, work in media, combat journalists, stuff like that. So it's going to be really awesome to talk to him tomorrow. Thank you for being here. I'm going to get off the stream. I'm going to rewind. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to rewind the Kino Casino. I'll be watching that tonight. So shout out to the boys, dude. Shout out to the boys. Shout out to the family. Shout out to the quarter pounder, QP. Dude, they call him QP, bro. Quarter pounder.
Modern life has left us out of balance. Long ago it was once said, certain remedies could grant a man the vitality of a horse. For over 6,000 years, these natural remedies have been harvested and tested by generations. Why create complex formulas when nature's roots are still in our hands? Try Primal Core, ancient remedies for modern life.